2026 for all ascendants, 2026 for all 12 zodiac signs. That is what we are going to discuss in this video. So my beautiful ladies and my brothers, welcome back again to your favorite astrology channel.
Now guys, I would like to tell you before you move forward, you can directly take consultation from us. We have created a website. Now it's so simple. You can go there, link in description and the comment section below. You can just click there and just click of a button, you can just simply purchase directly consultation from us as the instruction are given on the website, and then we will just help you out in the consultation. Okay guys, so for that, links are in comment section and description. You can purchase consultation also.
Now let's talk about 2026 for Aries ascendant. Okay, so if you are an Aries ascendant, first of all, in the beginning of 2026 year, Jupiter will transit in your third house into the sign of Gemini. Ketu will be there in your fifth house into the sign of Leo. Mercury will be there into your ninth house. Sun is there in the ninth house. Mars is there in the ninth house. Venus is there in the ninth house. And Rahu in the 11th house. And Saturn will be transiting into your 12th house. So this is going to be your planetary placement. Right? Now, first of all, 2026 for you, Aries ascendant people, let me just tell you, 2026 is not an ordinary year for you, right? Because in 2026, first of all, in the beginning, your ninth house will get activated. Ninth house of dharma, of bhagya, fortune, luck. Okay. Also, your 10th house will get activated later. And then your 11th house and your 4th house. These houses will definitely get activated. So what's going to be the theme of 2026 for you? It is going to be the theme where destiny will support your efforts. Destiny will support your hard work. Right? So what happened when destiny supported? It's going to, we get our results, right? Because until destiny support us, we didn't get any result. This is the reality. Also, 2026 is going to be the year. In 2026, your career direction will change. Then in 2026, your marriage and spouse theme will activate strongly. Also in 2026, there will be a yoga related to property and foreign connection related yoga will increase. Okay. Also connection related to foreign land will increase. There will be a visible results in life, not only the efforts but also the results. So that's a good news for you. So first of all, if you see in the beginning of 2026, ninth house will get activated very heavily, right? Because you can see the Lagna Lord Mars, which represents self actions, is sitting in the ninth house. Then the fifth Lord Sun will also be sitting in the ninth house. Venus, which is the Lord of second and the seventh house, is also sitting in the ninth house. And Venus represent what? Marriage, spouse, family, and wealth. And Sun, fifth Lord, represent love, romance, children, intelligence. Then Mercury, which is third and sixth Lord, is also sitting in the ninth house. On the top of that, Jupiter, which is retrograde from the third house, is also aspecting this ninth house, and Saturn 10th aspect is also falling in the ninth house. Could you believe 7 planets are activating ninth house? So ninth house is heavily activated in the beginning of 2026 for you guys, if you are an Aries ascendant. So what you can expect? You can expect that luck will definitely support you. You will suddenly start to feel that somehow my destiny is somehow supporting me. You okay? There will be a support of destiny. There could be something related to dharma, because ninth house represents religion, dharma. So those things get activated. Something related to father, guru related themes will get activated. Also ninth house represents long distance travel, right? And even your 12th Lord is Jupiter, which is sitting in that third house and aspecting the ninth house. So long distance travel can get activated. That can also be seen. Okay. So if Dasha is supporting, then it can be a great transit for you. Right? Because transit is showing the promise that yes, luck, see, regardless of Dasha, luck will support for sure. Okay, but now how the things changes for different Aries people. If let's say some Aries ascendant dasha is going very well, then this transit can give sudden good things. Suddenly, when you start to put effort, you start to get a lot of gains. But if the dasha is horrible and you are going through the bad dasha, then what's going to happen? Now, at least you will get some benefit. Okay, even though the dasha is showing negative time, but transit are positive, okay, you will get some support from the luck. Okay, for sure. So yeah, because let's say for an example, let's see this in this way. Let's say your dasha is bad. So for an example, you are stuck in a maybe let's say some on some island or somewhere, and consider it some bad dasha. So your planet transit focus is to show you path to come out. And let's say you are already living at a nice place and some city. So maybe this transit in that case will show you some like paths to make money, to have some luxury or something. Okay, I'm just giving you example. So yeah, these things can be seen. And also you can see that first lord for you is Mars, seventh lord is Venus. They are sitting together in the ninth house, so definitely marriage related blessings can be there. So marriage related yoga will also get activated. And especially Venus for you is sitting into the sign of Gemini, sign of uh, Aquarius, sign of Libra, and even sign of Cancer. So in 2026, yes, marriage related yoga will get activated. And for female, if Mars is sitting in the Gemini, Mars is sitting in Aquarius, Mars is sitting in the Libra, Mars is sitting into the sign of Cancer in your natal chart, then yes, uh, again for female also, marriage related yoga will even more get activated. Okay, but regardless of Mars Venus placement, yes, it show chances of marriage related blessings, right? Now Lagna Lord, which is Mars, fifth Lord, which is Sun, and seventh Lord, which is Venus, are sitting together in the ninth house. So it show that your fate, your luck, your destiny start to support you in fulfilling your personal desires as well. So let's say you have some desire, very strong desire. So definitely they will start to get fulfilled now, or you some of your desire get fulfilled. Okay. Now, if you are not able to meet someone, you are not able to take decision, then you may take some decision regarding marriage. Okay. Some past karma will start to resolve now. Okay. Because see, this is a transit where ninth house is heavily like activated. So this is not a time where you have to put efforts. It's actually destiny based success. So through your luck, you start to feel, wow, I have been putting efforts from so long time and nothing is happening, and now suddenly everything is just working for me. Because this is the power of ninth house, luck, bhagya, fortune, destiny. Okay. So yeah, and see dog is barking, which means Ketu is also saying yes. So it's a good omen, right? So yeah, that can be seen. But again, for full, like, see, for seeing exact marriage related, like you have to combine dasha and see overall chart. For that, full horoscope consultation is required. You can purchase consultation. Links are in comment section and description. Okay. Now, seventh lord is Venus. First lord is Mars in the ninth house. Definitely show that marriage, destiny, somehow these things also get linked. Okay, whether through destiny, maybe marriage come in your life, or maybe like somehow marriage activate destiny, that can also be seen. Okay, if you already have such kind of a combination in your chart, this can even show that you could meet someone from different city, different place, who live far away or in a foreign country, or maybe you meet during travel, during education, right, or at some spiritual place, or someone of different religion, etc. Okay. But of course, Dasha must support. Transit is just opening the door for the marriage. If Dasha support, okay, that's when marriage gets triggered. For that, you have to see the full chart, right? Consultation is required. Now, also ninth house. Definitely travel, transfer related yogas can be seen. Right? Also, some of you who want to go for higher education abroad or somewhere, this is also the time for that. Okay, this is a time for movement, right? And Jupiter is also giving permission from the destiny, because it's aspecting ninth house from the third house, and long distance travel is activated. For some of you, It can also be the time of job transfers. Relocation will happen for some of you, Aries ascendant people. Okay, you will get approval for higher education. Let's say you applied some maybe visa or something to get higher education in some university. You will get progress, right? You will see that, wow, my visa get approved suddenly. It's like you have been, you have applied visa months ago, until now it's like delayed, and you are like frustrated, what the hell is happening? And suddenly you are not expecting, because of this destiny, your visa get approved and you are so happy. That can possible. Or suddenly you get some, because of luck support, you get uh, admission in some desired college or university. That can be seen. Some of you who are interested can also go for pilgrimage, spiritual travel in 2026 with this transit. Okay. Now you will also see uh, Mars will get exalted in your 10th house. Okay, in the mid of January, Mars will transit into your 10th house. Okay, in the mid January, what will happen? Mars, Venus, and Sun transit will happen in your 10th house. All other planets will remain same, but mainly these planets move. So with this transit, what's going to happen? Mars is your first lord as well as the eighth lord. Okay, and it is transiting in your 10th house, right? It's getting exalted. So it's getting very, like, it's getting superpowers, because Mars, your Lagna Lord, is exalted in the 10th house, getting maximum power. So it impact your career. Sudden rise in the career, because Mars is first as well as the 8th Lord exalted in the 10th house, where Sun and Venus are also sitting. So suddenly you can get some rise in career. You will get some kind of authority in career. You can get some kind of a leadership role in your career. You will get promotion or recognition. Yes, all these things can be seen in your life. This also create a very strong property yoga, because from the fourth house these from the 10th house these planet aspect fourth house, which is exactly opposite. So property home related yoga will also get activated. So whether you will purchase some property, some land, some house, some plot, or maybe renovation related chances are also there, that you will do some renovation in home, or you can have some vehicle, purchase some vehicle, that can also be seen. Okay, this is very powerful because Sun Venus is also joining. So legality and finance related prospect are also going to be there, and legal matter will move smoothly. So that's why I mentioned all these things above. Also, if you have till now any delayed property related issues, like delays happening in property issues, that will get resolved with this transit. So again, it's a supportive for that. Now, Mars, Sun, and Venus in the 10th house, it's a promotion yoga. Okay, this transit is again creating a promotion yoga, or you might be getting some kind of a hike in the salary, because naturally you can see first lord, fifth lord, seventh lord, second lord are transiting into the along with the eighth lord in the 10th house. So promotion can possible. Some of you will get hike in your salary. Some of you can get a new role. Change in role can happen. Like for an example, let's say you are now a manager in some branch in bank, for an example, and now they are transferring you to some head office, some zonal office or somewhere where you get more power. Now you are just taking the control over the branch, right, heads. So yeah, that can also be seen, or some kind of a vice versa related thing can possible. But generally you can expect some status upgrade. Yeah, okay. Now, we should understand Mars is also the eighth lord, which represent transformation. So it show that old career patterns will break, new responsibility emerge in your life. Now in the February 2026, your 11th house will get activated. You okay? 11th house will get activated heavily. Why? Because Rahu was already sitting in the 11th house, transiting in your 11th house into the sign of Aquarius. Mars, Venus, Mercury, Sun will join this transit. Okay? So what will going to happen? So many planets like Mars, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Rahu, transit in the 11th house, and Jupiter ninth aspect also fall on the 11th house. Now 11th house matters will show some benefic results, like income can increase, gains will possible in your life. Definitely desire fulfillment time is going to be, you will gain networking from someone, big people, some high ranking official, or someone, like maybe through networking you will get some gain. Like for an example, this transit will give you networking with some MD of your company, or maybe CEO or something, just giving you example. And then that particular person will help you in getting promotion or help you in getting salary hikes. There might be so many people working hard, but because of this transit they will notice you, that oh, this guy is amazing, let me give him the salary hike or promotion. That can be seen. Okay. So yeah, in these matter, this is a rare, actually massive gain yoga for you. Even I would, to be honest with you, like of course, full horoscope consultation is required. Links are given in the description if you want to purchase, to see if you can gain from these things. But yeah, possible that some of you may even gain from stock market, crypto, speculation, business. If you do business, profits in business can possible with this transit. Some of you can earn from bonuses, from commission, like you are doing a job, you are getting a certain amount of salary, but suddenly with this transit you get a bonus, you get commission, because you might exceed the sale limit or something. Sudden money can possible. Okay, but I think it's more like a ethical money, because Jupiter ninth aspect is on the 11th house as well. So you will gain ethical and sustain like kind of a money, not by gambling or something. Okay, so in that way, that's why I said that business will grow, or like maybe you get from stocks or maybe bonus, etc. Then in the March, what's going to happen? Jupiter will turn direct into your third house. So what happen is then sudden matters, like which are stuck matters, they start to move. Let's say something which is stuck in your life, they start to move now. Marriage proposal can get finalized. For some of you, you may met a girl or a boy and your marriage proposal can get finalized, because Jupiter fifth aspect fall on the seventh house. And I have seen this many times, that more than even first house, third house Jupiter a lot of time give marriage, because fifth aspect of love affair fall on the seventh house. So I have seen this. So if dasha is supportive, yes, you can get married. Or some of you will meet someone, or maybe your marriage will get finalized with someone. But again, for that, full horoscope consultation is required to see like when the marriage chances are more. Links are in description if you want to purchase. But then if you have some kind of a financial delay till now, they will get clear with this. Your luck start to support you more even with this transit. Okay. Now what's going to happen is that in the month of May, right, Mars will going to transit in your first house with Sun and Mercury, right? And that time Venus will also be there in your second house, and rest planet are same. So what's going to happen in the month of May? Your confidence increase for sure. Health improve. That is really important. Your decision making become very bold. Mars in the first house. Bold decision making you will do. And Sun in the first house also get exalted with this Mars. And Mercury is also there. I mean, this is a time where you can literally get some authority. You can get fame, or you will get more visibility. Even if let's say you do a job, now suddenly your like authority people will start to notice you more, or people will recognize you more. And then again, this is a time for self initiated marriage, where you will take some step. Let's say till now you have some relationship and you are some traditional country in India, etc., where you are not able to tell your parents that I love this girl or I love this boy. So this is going to be the time when you will take initiative, like you will say, I don't care about anyone, I will tell my parents I will get married to this person. So you will take that bold step and you will tell them that I would like to get married to this guy or girl because I love her or him. So yeah, because confidence boosts. Mars transit in the first house with exalted Sun, and they aspect the seventh house, which is exactly opposite to the first house. So self-initiated marriage can possible, taking some kind of a bold step. Okay, convincing your family for marriage, or even to be honest with you, this is also a transit. If let's say you have yoga for in your chart to have a court marriage, or to have marriage in which you uh, just don't like to do traditional marriage, or you just go somewhere and get married to someone very in a very unorthodox way, in a very crazy way, like, or different from the society in simple way. I will not call it crazy actually, because it just depends. So I would say, in that case you will take a bold step, and you, some of you can even do court marriages, okay, who have yoga in this chart. But for that kind of a marriage you must have a yoga in your chart, that you have unconventional marriage. So yeah, that can possible, because Mars and Sun, right, Mars in the first house in its own sign, and Sun getting exalted there will give you that strength to go with a person and get married against even the family, etc. Although this is a time for you to convince your family also. Then what's going to happen in June? Something important happened, that Jupiter will transit into the sign of Cancer, which is in your fourth house, and Jupiter will get exalted there. Okay, so this is going to be the time, life changing transit actually it is. It is a time to get some property, big house, emotional peace you will get with this. You will get growth in your career. You will get family stability. Okay, if let's say Dasha will support, or let's say Jupiter or Venus was already sitting in your fourth house into the sign of Cancer, oh boy or girl, it's a great time for you. You will have a home upgrade. You will have your own house. You can transfer, or I can say start to live in some big house. Okay, or there will be a time of permanent settlement for you. Okay, maybe some of you move somewhere and then you have a permanent settlement, that can be seen. Okay, but then Saturn being the 11th lord in the 12th house transiting for you at that time, right? So definitely, and Jupiter will aspect that. Ninth aspect will be on the 12th house Saturn. So 12th house will heavily get activated with this transit of Jupiter in your fourth house. So I can say this is going to be the time for foreign travel, foreign income. Okay, this is a time of or spiritual isolation or long term stay abroad. This is going to be the time. So I can say, for some of you, if Dasha etc. is supportive and you have yoga in your natal chart, this is going to be the time when either you will have some kind of a good settlement abroad, or you will move abroad to live there for a long time. So yeah, it's a very good yoga for immigration, for getting multinational job in some MNC or in some foreign company, right? Even for some of you, if let's say you have a yoga to get married to a foreign spouse in your chart, then yes, you may marry to someone and move abroad. That can be seen. Or some of you can even go to foreign land for education. For that also, it's a supportive yoga. Then in the middle of July, Sun and Jupiter will be transiting together in your fourth house. This will be the changes. So recognition in the career can possible, because they will aspect the 10th house exactly opposite of the fourth house by its seventh aspect, Sun and Jupiter. There can be changes, there can be recognition, there can be transfer in your career. Again, department can change, job upgrade can possible, because Jupiter, uh, just a second, because fifth house I would say is 8th from the 10th, and fifth lord Sun is transiting into the fourth house with the Jupiter, which is the lord of ninth as well as the 12th. So yes, it indicate that change in the career for better role. Maybe you change a job and you get a better job in some other company with higher authority and more salary, so you will join them. That can possible. Some of you in family can also get recognition and like something good. Respect increases in your life, whether your or your family, that can be seen. Then in the month of August, what's going to happen? Mars will going to transit in your third house and will join Mercury into your third house. You will learn new skills. You will take new initiative at that time. You will also get success in communication. You will be able to convince people. Okay, also this is going to be the great time if you are dealing with foreign related stuff, foreign clients. Again, you will get good foreign clients. Online digital related growth, it's a great time for that. It's a time actually for unconventional opportunity, because Rahu ninth aspect will also fall on this Mars Mercury in the third house. Okay, because Rahu is sitting in the 11th house. Okay, transiting in the 11th. So Rahu fifth aspect will be on this third house. Okay, not ninth, actually fifth aspect of Rahu. So yeah, I mean, this is going to be the time where you can get some unconventional opportunity, foreign clients, because Rahu represent foreigner, earn from online, social media, trading, freelancing, tech. So these things can be seen. Then in the mid of September, Mars and Jupiter transit in your fourth house. Okay? Mars and Jupiter will transit in your fourth house. Right? So this is a time where destiny and action will get combined. You can experience some kind of a property benefit, or maybe ancestral property benefit can also possible, because 8th lord is sitting with the first and fourth, right? So yeah, oh sorry, first and 12th and ninth in the fourth. So yes, that can be seen. You can perform some kind of a puja, havan, yagna, spiritual event in the family. Okay, you may travel with your family to some long distance place, that can possible, or even some pilgrimage, and you can perform havan yagna there. Then in the October month, Jupiter will get atichari, which means Jupiter will move like fast forward and even change the sign of Cancer and move to the sign of Leo for some months. Okay, and Jupiter will stay there. Okay, so what's going to happen? It's a small transit of Jupiter. Although I will create video about Jupiter transit in the Cancer sign also in the upcoming months, because that's a different sign, different video. In that we discuss in detail about Jupiter transit. But then Jupiter also move for some time to the sign of Leo, even from the Cancer. First it go to Cancer and then it go to Leo into the month of October and stay there for a couple of months. So again, it's make a combination for you. Chances of love marriage, this transit show. Or some of you could have a childbirth. So if you are planning to have a child, yes, it's a great time. If you want to have success in love marriage, yes, it can show that. Right? It can even show some kind of a fame. Okay? If you have a love and you want to convert that into the marriage, and your chart, natal chart have yoga, yes, this Jupiter will 100% support that. Your proposal of marriage will get accepted. Suddenly family will say yes, with this transit, let's get married. Okay, let's do it. Then in the December, one more important thing happened, that Rahu will transit in your 10th house from the 11th, and Ketu will transit in your 4th house. Okay, so I will create a very separate video again for the Rahu Ketu transit later. But in short, what it show, that career direction change with Rahu transit later at the end of 2026 when Rahu transit. Okay, unconventional role you could get in career, foreign related things, sudden fame you can get if you create video, social media stuff. Okay, foreign job, foreign opportunity, these things can also be seen. Now 2026 Aries Ascendant is going to be a very deciding year for you. Either marriage can happen, or maybe a relationship could end. Right, that can also possible. If let's say you were planning to end some relationship in which these things are not going on, yes, that can also possible. And then maybe you meet someone else, right, if Dasha etc are supporting. But of course, full horoscope consultation is required to see the big picture. If you want to purchase, links are in comment section and description. Also in 2026, your energy, your health, your confidence will improve. There will be more mental clarity in your life. Okay. So yeah, these are some positive things that you can see Aries Ascendant in 2026. If you want to purchase consultation or courses, links are in comment section and description. And now let's talk about 2026 for Taurus Ascendant. So if you are a Taurus Ascendant, then how 2026 is going to be for you. If you are Taurus, first of all, I want to tell you, it's not a very simple year for you. First of all, for you, there's going to be heavy activation of 8th house in the beginning of 2026. Right? So what's going to happen is that in the 2026 beginning, heavy activation of your 8th house is going to happen. So let me just tell you. So for you, in the beginning of 2026, 4 planets will sit in your 8th house: Sun, Venus, Mars, Mercury. These four planets are going to transit in your 8th house into the sign of Sagittarius. And Jupiter 7th aspect will fall on these house, in this 8th house on these planet. Ketu 5th aspect will fall on these planets. And Saturn 10th aspect will also fall on your 8th house on these planets. Now imagine, four planets are sitting in the 8th house and three other planets are also aspecting the 8th house. So out of 9, 7 planets are influencing your 8th house in the beginning of 2026. Now in the beginning, when these 7 planets are influencing your 8th house, it means what? It means there will be sudden changes in your life. Some kind of a sudden change you must expect. Okay, there will be sudden transformation in your life. Some kind of a transformation for sure is going to happen. There can be some hidden matters activate in your life. Emotionally, you will feel a rebirth. There is going to be ending of certain thing, and there is going to be new beginnings in your life. This is not a negative start. Okay, it is definitely a cleansing kind of a phase for you. Now see, I would like to tell you, although when 8th house is activated, you need to be a bit careful regarding your health issues. And health, you need to be very careful. Also, with so much activation of 8th house, always 8th house is something unexpected. So let's say for an example, you are not expecting maybe something change in your career, transfer or something that can happen, very unexpected thing. But for, if let's say you are not getting anything good from last many years, nothing good is happening, everything is negative is going on, and you are feeling horrible, definitely transformation time this is going to be. Old relationship will fade, career direction shift. Okay, also you will get mental clarity with this transformation or with this transit. Also this transit make you realize there something that no longer work. Maybe I need to start something new, maybe I need to change something. Okay, that can be seen. Maybe you changed the business, maybe you changed the job, that can be seen. Okay, this is the time which can even make you emotionally mature. Confusion will also dissolve slowly. Also, if you have some old karmic bond going on, they will going to end. Okay, so let's say for an example, there is a girl or a boy you are dating or expecting that maybe that person come back, and maybe you have fight argument and you are still expecting, but that person is only there for karmic time. Finally that relationship will get permanently end. Okay, so that at least you will move towards the right person. Also, if you are if you are having confusions because of some wrong proposals, or let's say you are having confusion like maybe this person will come back, right, you are trying to do different stuff and trying to get answer, maybe all those wrong proposal will get closed now, they will get disappeared. Emotional detox will happen. Okay, and this phase definitely prepare you for upcoming marriage yogas. So yeah, but again, 8th house activation, always you need to pay attention when 8th house is heavily activated. You know, 8th house has this ability, even if you it give you something positive, first it will definitely create problem. Because transformation is not a very smooth process, it's a very painful process. Okay? So yeah, it take efforts. But you need to careful related to health, etc. Obviously, when 8th house is heavily activated, that's definitely I would like to add. Although this video is more like a positive prediction in the beginning of 2026, I'm trying to do, because about the 2026, although my goal for this video is to create some more or less like a positive side of 2026, what you can expect, but still there are some precautions you need to take. Now, what's going to happen in the mid of January? Mars will get exalted in your ninth house, because Mars will transit in your ninth house into the sign of Capricorn. And then it will join Venus and Saturn. Okay, so Venus and Sun. So Mars, Sun, Venus will transit in your ninth house into the sign of Capricorn in your ninth house. And Mars will get exalted there. So what's going to happen? All these three planets will going to activate your ninth house of luck and destiny. So Mars, Venus and Sun activate that. So you will see that your luck, okay, which is represented by ninth house. What else ninth house represent? Ninth house represent your dharma. Ninth house is the blessings of marriage. Ninth house is long distance travel, foreign travel, higher purpose. Okay. Now your Lagna Lord, which is Venus, and your seventh Lord, which is Mars, are sitting together in the ninth house. So it definitely show that maybe by destiny you get some marriage related offers, or marriage happen by destiny, not by efforts, because it's happening in the ninth house. So actually it's a yoga forming for marriage. Marriage that is happening by divine timing. Also, or maybe let's say till now you were expecting that you want to get married to someone and your family was not maybe approving. So this is the time when family approval can come for marriage. Okay. Or maybe somehow marriage related yoga related to travel, education, spiritual setting, or traveling somewhere, meeting somewhere, someone, sorry, that can be seen. If dasha, see, transit just open the door. Transit just open the door. If dasha is also supportive, definitely marriage is going to happen. But of course, full horoscope consultation is required. If you want to purchase consultation, links are in comment section and description. Okay. Now see, Sun is your fourth lord, which is also transiting in your ninth house with Mars and Venus. Mars is your seventh lord, and Venus is your first lord as well as sixth lord. Mars is your seventh as well as 12th lord. So it is showing Sun, which is the fourth house involved. Mars is exalted in the ninth. It shows luck supports your efforts. Okay. So this transit can even give you some kind of a promotion. Okay. Or maybe transfer in your job. It can even give you some kind of a leadership related role in your career. Okay. You will take some important decision related to property. Okay. Related to sale, purchase of your property. Some important decision can be taken at this time where your luck will support you. Also, vehicle purchase can happen during this transit. Okay. Also, this transit is even showing that if your work is somehow getting stuck till now due to any reason, now this work start to move forward now with this transit. Okay. Now, in the month of March, what's going to happen is that Venus will get exalted into your 11th house into the sign of Pisces, where Saturn was already transiting. So Saturn Venus transit happen into your 11th house into the sign of Pisces in month of March. It is a very, I would say, extremely powerful transit for you, Taurus, because Venus is your Lagna Lord transiting into the 11th house and getting exalted with Saturn there. Okay. And Saturn is also a very important planet for you, being your 9th and 10th lord. So what's going to happen? It show that definitely some kind of a gains happen in your life. Your desire fulfillment related thing is going to happen. Okay, it's an excellent time for desire fulfillment. Your desire will get fulfilled. If till now some of your desire was stuck and you are feeling like, oh, my desire will never get fulfilled and somehow things doesn't work for me, now is the time when things work out for you. So it's a very good time for your especially for material gains, for money, for assets, for income. It's a great time. Also, if you have some kind of a long pending desire that was not able to fulfill, somehow something happened, yes, finally the desire will get fulfilled now. It's a very good yoga. Okay. It is also a yoga for promotion. You may get promotion in your career. You may get salary increment in your career. Or your business will expand. Your business expansion related yoga will also form. This will actually give you long term stability. This transit will help you in giving long term stability. Okay. Now, if we talk about the mid of March, in the mid of March, what's going to happen? Uh, in the mid of March, Sun, Saturn, and Venus will transit in your 11th house. Okay, so along with Saturn, Venus, Sun will also join. So this create authority, fame, and recognition related yogas. Whether let's say you create YouTube videos or Instagram or TikToker you are, then you may get public recognition. Suddenly, maybe one night your video went viral and you will gain a lot of followers. That can be seen. Social media growth, or maybe let's say during this transit, what can happen is that let's say you do a normal job somewhere, and one day some visit of some officer happen, or some maybe someone's visit happen, and out of everyone they notice only your work. They are like, this guy is amazing, what a great work he or she is doing. And then that will help you in promotion or salary hike, that can be seen. Or maybe they will give you some kind of a leadership role, or that will help you in building a strong professional network that will support your career in future. That can also be seen with this transit. Okay. Then in the month of April, Saturn, Sun, and Mars transit will happen into the 11th house, into the sign of Pisces for you. This is going to be the time of business growth. In job also you will get success. This is going to be the time of profitable investments. This is going to be the time where you can get some rental income. So let's say till now you have a home or something on which was not going on rent. Somehow your house is empty and you want to make sure that it will be on rent so that you can make some money. This transit will give you, right, the people who will come and live in your home and pay you the money, which means you will get rental income with this transit. For property related gains, any kind of a property related gains, regardless of what's property related gains, this is going to be an excellent transit. Also, if you would like to purchase some vehicle, yes, that can possible at this particular transit. Then in the month of April, one more thing happened, that Venus finally transit in your Lagna, and Panch Mahapurush Raj Yoga will form, because it is really important time in 2026, because Venus transit in your first house into the sign of Taurus. Happiness will come at your home, wealth inflow will be there, your personal charm, your attraction increases, your confidence rises. Okay. Then marriage may get fixed. For some of you with this transit, your marriage can get fixed, or wedding will happen in family of someone's marriage, right? That can possible, like someone's marriage happening in family, that can be seen. Your own marriage can happen. For love affairs, strong attraction will be there. This is going to be an excellent time for these love related matters. But again, for marriage, you have to see Dasha as well. Dasha play a very important role. Okay, for that full horoscope consultation is required. If you want to purchase consultation, links are in comment section and description, you can purchase. Now in the month of June, what's going to happen is that Jupiter transit is going to happen in your third house into the sign of Cancer. And Jupiter is your 8th lord as well as your 11th lord, transiting into your third house. Although I will create a separate video about Jupiter transit later. But as of now, Jupiter transit in your third house shows sudden gains in your life, business growth in your life. Okay, with this Jupiter transit, you will also see you will have courage to take risk in your life. Again, Jupiter from here aspect your 7th house with 5th aspect. I consider this is a very strong marriage yoga. Okay, but again, for this to become marriage yoga, you have to, if you are a male and you have Venus in your natal chart into the sign of Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, yes, you can meet someone, or somehow, whether through family or with your own efforts, meeting with the partner happen. And if you are a female, for you, Mars into the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, yes, meeting with your partner can happen and even marriage happen, right? But for that, again, full horoscope consultation is required, because transit is supporting. Dasha need to be support. When Dasha transit, everything align perfect, that's when the marriage happen. So if you want to purchase consultation, links in comment section and description. So this is going to be the good time for business growth, for sudden gains, for marriage related prospects. Also, this give you new income streams. Okay, or some of you can even start some kind of a side business. Some of you will do freelancing work, online work, that can be seen. Then in the month of June, Venus will also transit into the third house and join your Jupiter. So Venus Jupiter will transit into the sign of Cancer into the month of June in your third house. Now Venus, your Lagna Lord, Jupiter is your 11th Lord, transiting in your third house into the sign of Cancer. So if your stuck money is there till now somewhere, it will return. Stuck money will come back to you. You will get some kind of a ancestral property related benefit, because Jupiter, which is your 11th Lord, but also 8th Lord, sitting with the Lagna Lord and 6th Lord in the third, yes, ancestral property related benefit can possible. Also, if you would like to sell some property, yes, for sale of property, it's a good time. Then these Jupiter Venus aspect together, the ninth house, definitely you will get support of luck in all these matter. Your destiny can open literally some good doors for you. Then in the mid of September, Mars and Jupiter will transit together in your third house into the sign of Cancer, which means Jupiter was already there, Mars will join that, and it will make a proper Neech Bhang Raj Yoga. Because Mars Jupiter transit in the third house into the sign of Cancer. Okay, it's making a Neech Bhang Raj Yoga in the sign of Cancer. Now it's a very important phase for you. It can give you new opportunity. You will get sudden breakthroughs in your life. For some of you, if marriage conversation was going on, marriage can get finalized. Property sale will give you money. Let's say you were. Then in the month of October, Jupiter and Ketu will be in the fourth house. Okay, because what's going to happen in the month of October, Jupiter will become Atichari. I will discuss that into the Jupiter transit video. As I mentioned earlier in the Jupiter transit, that Jupiter for some years is not now going to travel with the high speed, which means it's Atichari. So for some time it's going to move forward. First is going to transit into the sign of Cancer, and then into the month of October, for some months Jupiter will stay into the sign of Leo in your fourth house, and there Ketu will join. I mean, Ketu is already there. So Ketu Jupiter transit happen in your fourth house into the sign of Leo. It show that your problem solving abilities will improve. Okay, it will give you more mental peace now, because Ketu might disturb your mental peace. It was already transiting there, but now Jupiter will join it. So you will have good problem solving abilities. Your mental peace will increase. Property related matters, especially the ancestral property related matter, if you are having some issues, they can get resolved now. Stuck payments can again come back. Then aspect on the 10th house from here, these two planets, Jupiter and Ketu, show change in job can possible, very strong chances. If you would like to change a job, this is going to be the time for you, right? Career restructure will happen. Family issue, if going on till now, they will also get resolved. So this is again a good time for that. Now into the month of December, Rahu will transit into the sign of Capricorn in your 9th house, and Ketu will transit into the sign of Cancer in the 3rd house. Now I will create a different video about Rahu Ketu transit. But as of now, it shows that again your luck will grow. There can be a foreign connection yogas form after December. Then financial rise will happen. You will get long distance opportunities. You will become fearless. You will become a person who will take bold decision in life. Okay? That can be seen. It's a very transformative year for you. So yeah, this is all about Taurus Ascendant. If you want to purchase consultation or courses, links are in comment section and description. Now let's talk about 2026 for Gemini Ascendant. So if you are a Gemini Ascendant, okay, so first of all, for a Gemini Ascendant, I would like to tell you it's a very decisive year for you Geminis. Why I said that? Because first of all, your seventh house of marriage and spouse is getting activated very heavily in the beginning of 2026. Very heavy activation of seventh house is going on. Okay. Also, your ninth house of luck and destiny is getting supercharged this year 2026. Also, your 10th and second houses of wealth and career will get supported by Jupiter and Saturn transit. So, overall, I would say in simple words, first I start with this, that you will get emotionally, mentally, and karmically clarity in 2026. Okay, some kind of a decisive year this will going to be. And if let's say Dasha will also support this, then this is really a cherry on the top. Because, right, just by transit, it's a very decisive year. Okay, and see, the point is transits are very important currently, because when main planets like Jupiter and Saturn and Rahu Ketu, these supports, okay, sometime they alone can do a lot of things, right? Now, what you can expect? First of all, in the beginning of 2026, what's going to happen is that Mars, Venus, Mercury, right, which is your Lagna Lord, and Sun are going to sit in your seventh house. Okay, they are going to transit in your seventh house. Okay, if you can see on the screen. And what's going to happen is that uh, Jupiter will going to transit in your first house and aspect your seventh house. At the same time, Saturn 10th aspect from the 10th house also fall on your seventh house. At the same time, Ketu 5th aspect fall on your seventh house. Could you believe? 7 planet out of the 9, 7 planets are influencing your seventh house heavily in the beginning 2026. This make a very strong yoga for marriage, for spouse. Okay, whether you will get married, whether your marriage will get fixed with someone, whether you will meet someone, or such type of scenario will start to push from 2026. It is also a good yoga for partnership, business, business dealing. Even if let's say you are in a job in which you have to do dealing on the basis of company in which you work, definitely, or company or whatever, definitely you will able to do more dealing with people. Okay, in 2026 business will increase. Okay, so you know, when so many planets influence your seventh house, your life force you to decide what uh like and who you want in your life, definitely, especially regarding seventh house matter. So I can say in 2026 marriage and relationship clarity will going to be there. Okay, because Mercury, the Lagna Lord, is also going to transit in your seventh house. So you start to think seriously about marriage now. You stop casual connection and try to move seriously towards a relationship. Venus in the second house, strong marriage yoga. Attraction, proposals will going to be there. Alliances is going to be there. Okay, maybe you will start to feel attracted towards some girl. Maybe some girl enter in your life. Maybe you get some proposal. Okay, that can be seen somehow meeting with someone. Then Mars, which is the 11th lord, transiting in the 7th house. Okay, and 11th lord of Mars, which is a desire fulfillment, is also there in the 7th house. So it can also show meeting someone through your friends, through your network, through social media. Okay, that can be seen. Then Jupiter aspect is blessing. It's showing that family approval is also going to be there. Now Saturn is aspecting, which shows you will take some serious and mature decision. Okay, and Ketu aspect detach you from wrong decision. Okay, so you, it is a time when you will decide that this is the person I want. I must end this chapter. Okay, this is two things. If let's say you have some relationship or some fling that you want to end, then you will end it, and you will most likely decide that this is the person for me. 2026 is a very promising year for Geminis, to be very honest with you, especially for marriage related prospect. Now Mars, which is 11th lord in the 7th house, also show gains through partnership, getting authority in your career. Then Sun Mercury conjunction in the 7th house, it show communication based role. Okay, it also show that you will get client related success. Maybe you get more client now. Oh, okay. And let's say you, for an example, your work is in which communication is important, like mine, in which talking or podcast, or let's say creation of videos, or maybe anything in which communication is really important. Let's say, for an example, you do again dealing in which communication is the key. Okay, or maybe sales where communication is the key. Okay, especially the physical one where meeting is important. So it's really a great transit for you. Okay, this transit would also give you some kind of a leadership role in business or in job. In business, obviously, you will be a leader, but in job, you can even have some authority with this transit. Actually, to be very specific, this is also going to be the year for promotion. So if you are in a job, definitely what's going to happen, these transits will give you a visibility. So let's say till now you are working hard and you are not getting recognition in your office or somewhere. Now what's going to happen is that your senior will start to recognize you. And let's say, for an example, someday some audit is happening and some high ranking official is coming to your office, and out of everyone he will notice you or she will notice you, and they are like, wow, this guy is amazing, let me just give him a promotion or rise in salary. So that can be seen. Okay, if you are into a business, you will get new clients or you will make some new alliances, new partnership, that can be seen. Then in the month of February, Mars will going to transit in your ninth house. And what's going to happen, that you will have Mars, Rahu, Venus, Mercury and Sun. All these planet activate your ninth house. Now, this is really again an important transit. In February, this will activate your luck. This is the time where luck start to support you heavily, because Jupiter from the Lagna will also aspect this, because Jupiter ninth aspect will also fall on this, and Ketu seventh aspect will fall on this. So you will start to see that if till now, if you have some stuck matters in your life and you feel like my life is not able to move forward, this is going to be the time when life will start to move forward. Stuck matters will get resolved. Okay, and you will take some bold decisions, they will pay off at this particular time, because when luck support, things become so easy. Okay, because 6 planets are influencing ninth house, right? Literally 5 planets, Rahu, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Sun is going to be there at that month in the ninth house, Jupiter Ketu aspect. So could you believe, it's really a great transit, right, for support of luck. So sudden, I would say 6 plus planet, 6 plus planets are here involved. So sudden luck rise. Okay, this is going to be the time where Geminis can feel like I couldn't even believe how my luck is suddenly supporting me, because Saturn was earlier transiting in your 8th, now move to ninth, little bit things start to get better for you. But now this is going to be a good time actually, because Jupiter in the Lagna, Saturn now moving from 10th to 11th, right? So it's a good time when so many planets are influencing here. Also, this is going to be the time when you can plan about long distance travel, okay, or maybe even some foreign travel. Okay, when you will decide, okay, I will book a flight ticket and I will travel, or literally you will travel, that can be seen. Maybe something in your father progress, let's say your father has some stuck work, some of his money is not coming, some of his documents issues, that will also get resolved at that particular month in February with this transit, right? Then you will also see all these planets which are sitting in the ninth house, which is Rahu, Mars, Venus, Mercury, Sun. They aspect the third house by their seventh aspect, which is exactly opposite, where Ketu is already sitting. So you will see that your courage will also get increased. So if let's say till now you are not having a courage to do something, in the month of February you will get a courage. You will feel like, yes, I can do it, right? Because that is really important. This is going to be the time when people take decisions, like bold decisions, like I will travel solo to a foreign land, I don't care about anyone, I will travel. So yeah, these are the transits which give you that tremendous courage, right, to do such things. Okay, your fear reduce, right? So you become very bold actually, very bold. So this can even show that you can start some business with your sibling if you wants to, or you will take some new initiative. Okay, that can be seen, and your risk will also pay off. Then what's going to happen in the month of March for Gemini is Saturn and Venus will transit in your 10th house. So Saturn was already transiting into the 10th house, into the sign of Pisces. But then in the month of March, Venus will join the Saturn. It's a very rare yoga. Okay. So it's a yoga which show, because Saturn Venus together in the sign of Pisces and Venus is exalted there, and Saturn Venus naturally make a Dhani yoga. Saturn Venus show that whatever the person is going to do in his life, he's going to make money or she is going to make money with that. And when Saturn Venus are together into the 10th house and Venus is exalted there, what's going to happen? It's a yoga for promotion. So definitely if you want to have a promotion, all these planets transit starting from January towards March and April, they are indicating some kind of a promotion in your career. Your career will become more stable. You will get some kind of authority or wealth will grow in your life. Okay. Also Saturn gives some kind of a structure and Venus gives comfort and money in your life. So this is going to be the time to get some kind of elevation in your job. Even if you do business, it's going to be the time for business expansion. Also you will get public recognition. Then also in the March month, one thing happened, that Jupiter will turn direct. So the Jupiter which will be retro till the March, in the month of March, it's going to get turned direct in your Lagna, which is again a positive sign, because it show that your confidence will return, your health improve, you will get clarity in your career. Okay. And marriage matter also move forward. Marriage prospect will accelerate. Business and career expansion can also be seen with this Jupiter direct. Then after that, what's going to happen into the month of April? What's going to happen is that Saturn will get joined by Sun and Mars into the 10th house, and Venus move forward into your 11th house. So what's going to happen? In April, Saturn, Sun and Mars conjunction happen in your 10th house. So Saturn is the lord of your 9th house, which show your destiny, luck, bhagya. 11th house lord is Mars, which show gain, desire, fulfillment, right? An elder sibling. Sun is the lord of 3rd house, which show courage and initiative. So when these planets are coming together into your 10th house, it shows sudden promotion. Again, promotion. This is a very good timing for promotion. If you get a little bit support from your Antardasha, I can tell you it's going to be a promotion or increment in salary, hike related time. So you will get sudden promotion with this transit again. Okay. Also, there will be some kind of a change in your role. Like for an example, as I mentioned, I have given this example. Let's say you are working in one office, maybe you get transferred to some head office or other office where your role is getting changed, or vice versa. This also show that you are getting some kind of authority position in life. Okay, in your career, it's really good. Office can shift, like as I mentioned earlier. It is an excellent transit for job change also. Okay, if you are waiting to change a job, then yes, that can also possible with this particular transit. Also, these planets, Sun, Saturn and Mars aspect your 4th house by their 7th aspect. So if you would like to purchase a property, vehicle, then again it's going to be a great time for those matters. And also some kind of improvement in home can also be seen with this transit. Then if we talk about the month of May, what's going to happen in the month of May? In the month of May, in the month of May, Mars will move to your 11th house. Okay, and Mars will get joined by Mercury and Sun in the 11th house. And it's the house of its own sign, because in 11th house you have Aries sign. So Mars will be there. So it's a time of desire fulfillment. Long pending wishes will get fulfilled at this particular time, because at that time Jupiter will be direct in your Lagna, Saturn in the 10th, Rahu in the 9th. And Rahu is also like a 9th lord for you along with the Saturn, because Rahu is a co-ruler of Aquarius. At that time Venus in the 12th house, it's a good time into the sign of Taurus, and Mars is in the 11th house into the sign of Aquarius. So some of your long pending desires, long desires will get fulfilled. Financial goals will achieve, network support you will get. I also see this is going to be an important time for those people who would like to have some love romance. Okay. And for those matter, it's going to be a very excellent time, especially with Venus in the 12th. You may even travel to some foreign lands if you would like to. And if that's your desire, and maybe somehow meeting someone abroad or traveling with some partner abroad, something like that prospect can also open at that particular time. Okay. And then these planet aspect the fifth house by their seventh aspect, so it also show for some of you it can even give you speculative gains. For some of you, you can earn through bonus in incentive that you get in your job. Okay, you can do some creative work and earn from that. This is going to be the time for you, Geminis, when things start to fall in the place for you. Okay, things start to fall in place. Now, if I talk about the month of June, what's going to happen? Let me just tell you. So, in the month of June, you will see this is one of the best transit of the year for you. Why? Because in the month of June, Jupiter will transit into the sign of Cancer in your second house and get exalted there. Yes, this is an excellent time, I can tell you. This is the time when wealth increase for sure. Okay, now from the June 2026 till the June 2027, it's a very important time for you. Wealth will increase. Okay, savings grow, family stability is going to be there, financial security will come in life. Also, you can start something new. Now the new phase of life start, especially if you have, let's say, Venus in the sign of Cancer. Again, it's a great time for you. Okay. Also, if Venus is placed in the sign of Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, okay, or even the sign of Leo, and you are a male, then you can even meet some girl. Okay, relationship can start, that can also be seen. And if you are a female, then you have Mars in the sign of Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, and Pisces. Then yes, you could also meet a man, a boy, right? That can also be seen. And if we talk about the money, then if you have Venus in the sign of Cancer in your natal chart, Venus in the sign of Pisces, Venus in the sign of Scorpio, then yes, next year is going to be excellent for you when it comes to money, right? Because money will definitely be there. So, again, it's a great yoga naturally, because also you should understand seventh lord, regardless of where Venus and Mars is placed. Your seventh lord is Jupiter for Gemini, and it's getting exalted into the second house. Okay, and later it will also move to third, because Jupiter will get Atichari later. So it, and from there it will aspect your seventh house. So it show that again it's a strong yoga forming again and again for engagement, for meeting someone, for family approval, for some kind of a marriage related prospect. But again, you have to check dashas as well. Transit is fully supporting, transit is fully activating marriage. But if little bit of dasha push is also going to be there, for sure you will get married. But of course, for that, full horoscope consultation is required. If you want to purchase consultation, links are in comment section and description. Also, for some of you who are looking to have a childbirth, yes, this is going to be the childbirth time as well for some of you. Then June onwards, what's going to happen is, now you will see Jupiter, like after this Jupiter transit, Jupiter ninth aspect fall on your 10th house. So it's going to be the time when you will have some career breakthrough. Okay, if you do business, you will see business success. There will be some kind of upgrade in your job or recognition. Okay, for sure, this Jupiter transit is going to be great for you. Then what's going to happen in the mid of July? You will see in the mid of July, Jupiter will get conjunct with Sun. So Jupiter plus Sun transit is going to happen in your second house. It is again a time for hike in your salary, for getting some bonus, some incentive. Okay, or maybe some of you can get some government related benefits, or authoritative position in your career can also be achieved at this particular time, or status elevation phase this is going to be, right? Then if I talk about the month of August, what could be happen in the month of August? In the month of August, I can see that Mars will get joined with Mercury in your Lagna, in your first house. So this is going to be the time when your confidence will get boost. Okay, there will be a resolution in legal matters. Your stuck money will come back. Foreign income related chances will improve. Also, this is going to be a good time for property planning, for life expansion, etc. Right? That can be seen. Now, also, what's going to happen later? Jupiter will become atichari, which means, because Jupiter is traveling at a very high speed, and Jupiter will move forward from sign of Cancer to the sign of Leo for some months, a couple of months, and then later it will come back to the sign of Cancer. But since Jupiter move at your third house, then again it's going to be the time when you will learn some new courses, you will purchase courses, you will learn some new skills, new tools you will learn to use. It's the time also your problem solving ability will improve, because Jupiter will join the Ketu in the third house. And then again from here, Jupiter fifth aspect fall on your seventh house, so it's again show marriage related yogas. Okay, so yeah, that can also be seen. Then what's going to happen? Then I would say later in the December month, Rahu transit finally to the 8th house and Ketu transit to your second house. Of course, I will create a new video for Jupiter transit separately and for Rahu Ketu transit, obviously. But as of now, Rahu transit in the 8th house. What's going to happen at the end of 2026? Sudden money you can get from somewhere, hidden income opportunities, right? Speculative gains can achieve somehow due to insurance, inheritance, or something. Foreign travels can possible. For some of you, it also going to show that relocation chances, because because Rahu fifth aspect fall on your 12th house. So yeah, and Saturn is also aspecting, so it also show uh, chances of relocation. So yeah, so this is all about 2026 for Gemini Ascendant. If you want to purchase consultation or courses, links are in comment section and description. Okay, now let's talk about 2026 for Cancer Ascendant. So if you are a Cancer Ascendant, then in 2026, first of all, this is not a normal year for you if you are a Cancer Ascendant. 2026 for Cancer Ascendant is going to be the year that begin with the resolution of your problem and move later into your career and authority related events in your life, then events related to destiny, rise, marriage, childbirth, and then at the end of the year you will expect something related to business important. So now let's begin step by step. So in the January, the beginning of 2026 is going to happen with the massive sixth house activation. Okay, so if you're a Cancer Ascendant, in the beginning of 2026, you will have 4 planets transiting in your sixth house, right? And what are those planets? Mars, Mercury, Venus, and Sun transiting into the sixth house, into the sign of Sagittarius. Not only that, Ketu aspect also fall on that sixth house. Jupiter seventh aspect will also be on the seventh house, so on the sixth house. Saturn 10th aspect will also be on the sixth house. So out of 9, 7 planets are affecting your sixth house. Sixth house is heavily getting activated by 7 planet out of the 9. Mars, Venus, Mercury, Sun are directly sitting there, and Jupiter, Saturn, Ketu aspect there. Okay. First of all, you can expect that some positive thing related to enemies can happen. Okay, something related to legal issues may move forward now. Okay, you may able to pay back loans. Okay, but if I would like to aware you, then in the beginning of 2026, especially the month of January, you need to be a bit careful, because especially related to health issues, sudden cuts, burns, uh, injuries, be careful somehow past the month of January. So please be careful. Avoid any conflict. If you face any conflict, just avoid it. Don't try to fight back and all that stuff. Please mind. Because sixth house is so heavily afflicted. Although this video is more like a positive thing that you can expect, but at least in the beginning of 2026, you need to be careful regarding loan, regarding getting legal issues, because when sixth house get activated, anything related to these can happen. Okay. But on a positive note, you will see this transit will help you in legal matters. So if let's say your legal matters were going on, some of your legal matter was going on, that can conclude with this transit. If you have some police or court related any issues, they can get settled in this transit. If everything is going good in your chart, then on a positive note, what this transit can do, I am just trying to tell you that as well. If you have some property related dispute going on, that can get resolved with this transit. Okay, then you like you will able to pay back your loans or debts. Okay, so your debts or loans can get reduced with this transit, right? And you will able to face your competition very well, and your competition will lose your competitor will lose their strength. That can also be seen with this transit. So these are some positive things that you can expect with this transit, right? But you need to be careful regarding stress, digestion, blood pressure, okay, health related things, and other things I mentioned earlier regarding any kind of injury, etc. Be careful, especially in the month of January. Although this transit, because sixth house is heavily activated, so your confidence will increase, your fear will reduce, you feel stronger suddenly. But then again, this is why I said, when a person feel very fearless and confident, that is when, like for an example, you are just going somewhere and some car get touched somewhere and someone is standing in front of you and they come to fight you, and then you are like, I will tell you, and you just put your collars up and get out of the car and start to have some arguments, and that will lead to a court case. That can also happen. So you need to be careful, because when such time when our confidence get rise and we become a little bit fearless with this transit, with heavy activation of sixth house, the person do that. So please keep that in mind. Try to avoid any kind of a such conflicts, especially in the month of January. You need to pay attention. Now, in the mid of January, what's going to happen? Mars transit will happen, and Mars will going to transit into your seventh house, into the sign of Capricorn, and Mars get exalted there. And Mars transit with the Sun and Venus in your seventh house, right? So then what's going to happen? Exalted Mars uh, will be the lord of your fifth house as well as the 10th house, transiting in your seventh house. At the same time, Venus, being the fourth lord, is transiting into your seventh house. Also, Venus is your 11th lord. Then, Sun is your second lord, right? All these planets are transiting in your seventh house. So, for leadership, status, and wealth related thing, definitely something positive will be seen with this transit. So, this transit make a yoga of promotion. Maybe your talk related to promotion may go forward, or you can get promotion. You can get some kind of authoritative position or authority in your career. If you do business, yes, this is going to be the time of business growth. If you have a client base, this is going to be the time of clients expansion. Okay, you will get public recognition depending upon what you do. And if you do especially business, this is going to be an excellent transit for business owners or someone who is a manager. It's an excellent transit. Or if you're an entrepreneur, again, it's a great transit. If you are a social media influencer, this transit can give you sudden fame as well. Okay, but of course, Dasha need to support, but the result depends upon Dasha. But at least some positive event can be expected. If Dasha is good, definitely a mass, like the mass high level things can be expected. But if Dasha is horrible, then of course, result will be very as per that. Now, although this again, it's make a good marriage yoga, because Venus is there, fifth lord of love affairs, which is Mars for you, is also transiting in the seventh. Venus involvement, right? So maybe you can take some decision related to marriage, or if you would like to convert your love into marriage, yes, this is going to be the time when that can happen. Some marriage decision you can take, or maybe your engagement can possible with someone regarding marriage, right? Also, yeah, these things can expect, like some marriage related event can trigger in 2026 for you. But again, Dasha need to be supportive. For that, full horoscope consultation is required, right? So if you want to purchase consultation, links are in description and comment section. Now, in the month of March, Venus will transit into your ninth house, and Venus get exalted in your ninth house into the sign of Pisces, and there will be Saturn there as well. So in the ninth house, Venus get exalted. Venus is your 11th lord as well as 4th lord. First of all, it's a very extremely powerful yoga. Saturn will be already there. Okay, so what it shows is that 11th lord in the ninth house is generally a very good yoga. Gain through destiny. Somehow with this transit, your destiny will support you in terms of money. Money comes at that time with less struggle. Okay, if you have some long pending wish desire, that can get fulfilled at this particular time. Your luck will get activated. Things will finally start to work for you. Right people appear for you at this time, which will help you to do something. This is going to be the time where help will come for you naturally. If you are a student or creator, this is going to be an excellent time for studies, for exams, for higher education, for any kind of a creative success. This is going to be an excellent timing. Now, child related, if we talk about child related prospects, your fifth house is getting activated. Okay, with this transit. Also, your progeny news can possible. If you are planning a child, yes, that can also be possible at that particular timing. Right? Then in the month of March, Jupiter also turned direct. Okay? When Jupiter will turn direct in the month of March into your 12th house, into the sign of Gemini, now what's going to happen, that your luck resume the movement. If things were getting stuck till now, then things will start to move forward now. Because Jupiter is also your ninth lord. And till now it's getting retrograde. Now it's getting direct. Right? In the month of March. So things will start to move forward for you. But Jupiter in the 12th house transit also show expenses. So expenses will be there, but they will be meaningful. Will be on some good thing. Like foreign travel can possible. Okay? Or spiritual growth will be there. Positive investments you can do. Right? So whatever stuck things were in your life, they start to move with this transit. Now in the mid of April, Venus transit will going to happen in your 11th house into the sign of Taurus. Okay? Now you should understand that Venus is going to transit in your 11th house in its own sign. Right? What it show is that 11th lord in the 11th house, which means gains, and Venus is also the 4th lord for you. So 4th lord transiting into the 11th house in its own sign, it show that your income will increase. Some of you can even get some bonus at this particular time of the year. Some business, if you do, you can get some good profit in business. Multiple sources of income can develop for you at this particular time, especially for the multiple sources. If you have yoga in your chart to have multiple sources of income, yes, that can seen. For property and vehicle purchase related, it's a good time. For a property deal, it's a good time. If you would like to upgrade your home, this is again a great time for that. Then from the 11th house, this Venus 7th aspect fall on your 5th house. So you will see love, romance will improve in your life. Okay, if you have some relationship that can strengthen. For love affair, it's a good time again. Then in the month of May, what is going to happen is that Mars will transit in your 10th house into its own sign of Aries. And there will be Sun, Mercury as well with this. So Mars, Mercury and Sun is going to transit in your 10th house. It is going to be the time of job change. So if you are planning to change a job and you are not able to, this is going to be the time when then job change can happen. This is also going to be the time of promotion. Maybe you will take a new job in some new company and then you get a promotion or a salary hike as well, and then you get a promotion and into a new company. Right? So change in job with promotion, that can possible. You can get some authoritative position. Or if you do business, this is going to be the time of expansion in business. Okay, even some of Cancer Ascendant at this particular time shift industries. Maybe you till now working in a field and or some one industry, and now you completely shift the industry and travel, like work into a different field. That can be seen. Okay, so yeah, you can get some leadership role. You can even work in some foreign company at this particular time. That can also possible, because Rahu is also aspecting the 12th house Jupiter. Now, what's going to happen in the month of June? Jupiter will finally transit in your Lagna into the sign of Cancer. I will create a different video about Jupiter transit, right? But as of now, I would like to tell you that Jupiter transit happen into your Lagna into the month of June. This is really powerful. It is going to be the time when your confidence increases. It is going to be the time when finally your health improves, because Jupiter is exalted in your Lagna. It's making a very good Raj Yoga. Your ninth Lord Jupiter is transiting in your first house. Yes, Jupiter is also your sixth Lord. So little bit issues can be there. But again, Jupiter in the ninth Lord in the first is create a good Raj Yoga as well. It improves your health. Positivity will return in life. Respect of you will increase for sure with this Jupiter transit. Jupiter from here aspect your fifth house. So love related matter can give you success. Okay. Jupiter aspect your seventh house. For marriage, this is a good timing. Jupiter aspect your ninth house. You will get strong support of your destiny. If you have, if you are a male and you have Venus in the sign of uh, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and dashas are supportive, then you can even meet a girl and get married. And regardless of the Venus, this is going to be the good time of marriage. But if you are a female, then and you have Mars in the sign of Cancer, in the sign of Scorpio, or in the sign of Pisces, yes, this is again a time for you to meet someone and get married. But regardless of where Mars and Venus is placed, this is alone can show that marriage related things will start to move forward. Now you think about marriage, maybe family, etc. Try to say about marriage, that can be seen over here. But at the same time, you need to see dasha, because that's really important. When the transit align with the dasha, that is when the such thing happen in our life. So if you want to purchase, you can purchase marriage consultation as well, because for that horoscope consultation is required. So if you want to purchase, links are in comment section and description. Also, if you are planning to have a child related blessings can be there. Okay, so childbirth yoga can also be formed by Jupiter in the first house. Now, what's going to happen is that in this month of June, along with this Jupiter transit in the first house, Jupiter ninth aspect will fall on your ninth house, where Saturn is already sitting. So this double activate your ninth house. Okay, the sign of Pisces in your ninth house will get double activated. So definitely you will see that your luck rise massively. This is going to be the time of financial growth. You will get career stability. You will get spiritual awakening. This is going to be the life changing phase. Like actually, the life changing phase start for you if you are a Cancer ascendant from this 2026. Okay, especially from the June. Then in the month of, I would say in the mid July, Jupiter will get joined by the Sun in your Lagna. So Jupiter and Sun transit will happen in your first house into the sign of Cancer. It's make a powerful Dhan Yoga, because second Lord and ninth Lord are transiting into your first house. Okay, it shows you can get some kind of authority, you can get name and fame, you can get some kind of a leadership role in your career, or you can get recognition. Now, let's say you are doing a job. Maybe now people start to recognize you more, like, oh, this guy is amazing, oh, this girl is amazing, they do a lot of work. Even though maybe you are doing less work in comparison to other, but with this transit, boom, your recognition will increase. And let's say you are a creator or something, until now you are not getting views. If Dasha etc is supportive, then this transit can even make you famous, will make your video viral or start to get more views. This is going to be the good time for government related work. Okay, if your government related work are not approving or something, yes, they can approve now. For corporate leadership, if you want to reach, this is again a good time. Okay, even in general for public life also, this is a good time. Then in the month of September, what's going to happen is that Mars will transit in your Lagna with Jupiter. So Jupiter Mars in the Lagna will make a powerful Neech Bhanga Raj Yoga in your Lagna chart. This is a life changing combination. When it forms in the transit, it shows sudden opportunity you can get in your life. Okay, there will be major growth in your life. Your business start, you can start some kind of a business. So if you're planning to start some business till now you are not able to, this is going to be the time. For some of Cancer ascendant people, if Dasha is supportive, your marriage can get finalized. Also, childbirth related blessings can be there in this particular month. Then, if I talk about the month of October, what's going to happen in the month of October? Jupiter will become Atichari. So, I will discuss that more in the Jupiter video. But what it means is that for some time, because Jupiter is traveling at the high speed, Jupiter will move further uh, into this sign of Leo in your second house. Yes, from the from the first house, from the number 4 sign, Cancer sign, it move into the number 5 sign, which is your second house, into the sign of Leo. Okay, so what it show? Your saving increase. Your assets will grow with this Jupiter. Family issues, if there were some family issues going on, they will get resolved. Your financial planning will improve with this transit. Right? Then in the month of December, Rahu Ketu transit finally is going to happen. Rahu will transit into the sign of Capricorn, your 7th house, and Ketu will transit in your first house. So again, it's make a yoga of sudden marriage, unconventional spouse, falling in love with someone of different caste, culture, religion. But for that, full horoscope consultation is required, because only when you have yoga, that's when then marriage can happen. So if you want to purchase that, links are in comment section and description. You can purchase consultation. Also, it can show that maybe traveling to some place can possible. Business partnership growth can possible if you create something related to social media related stuff. Yes, that can also grow, social media related stuff, right? So yeah, these things can be seen. This is going to be actually the 2026. You can even get job abroad, or traveling abroad can possible. If you do some business client based related work, your client can be from foreign lands. Okay. So yeah, that can be seen. And if you are going through the Mahadasha or Antardasha of Jupiter, Mars, Sun, Venus, then definitely it can give you lot of positive results. So yeah, this is all about 2026 for Cancer Ascendant. If you want to purchase consultation or courses, links are in comment section and description. Okay, now 2026 for Leo Ascendant. So if you are a Leo Ascendant, this is going to be, first of all, a royal year for you if you are a Leo Ascendant. Why? Why? Because multiple Raj Yogas will get activated for you. Your 5th, 9th, 10th and 12th houses and Lagna will get very heavily activated. I will tell you later in this video. Marriage, career, foreign settlement, authority, all these things related yoga can be seen. Right? So now let's start with the beginning of 2026 in the January. First of all, there is going to be a massive 5th house activation happening for you. Okay, because in the beginning of 2026 in January, 4 planets, Mercury, Mars, Venus, Sun will transit in your 5th house. And Ketu 5th aspect will be on your 5th house. Jupiter 7th aspect will be on your 5th house. Saturn 10th aspect will be on your 5th house. So in total, 7 planets out of the 9 are influencing your 5th house, which is making 5th house heavily activated. Okay, meanings that it show that your intelligence will increase. Okay, you will able to take smart and wise decisions in your life. Your creativity at this particular time will peak, or I would say rise rather. There will be a great chance for some love affairs or love romance related matters, right? Especially if Dasha is also supportive. For children related yoga, this is again a good time, right? It is a time where past life related punya get activated, especially if your 5th house also have some benefit in your natal chart. This is going to be the time of speculation and wealth, like creating a movie, earning from that movie getting hit, right? Maybe earning from speculative, any kind of a speculative market like stock market, etc., crypto, anywhere like where you can earn from the speculation. Yes, this is going to be the time for that. This is a Lakshmi Sthana getting activated. So yeah, it's a good time for money related matters. Some powerful Raj Yogas are also forming. Mars is your 4th lord as well as the 9th lord, transiting in your 5th house. It is making Dharma plus Sukh Raj Yoga. Okay, then Sun, your Lagna lord, transiting in your 5th house. It's a pure Raj Yoga. Then Venus, your 10th lord in the 5th house. It's a career related Raj Yoga. And all these planets are together in the 5th house. It's a very powerful yoga forming. Even if one of these present in your chart and Dasha is supportive, boom, this is going to give you a great rise. But regardless of Dasha, etc., transit is very supportive. Okay, so for all Leo, definitely something good you can expect at least at this time. Then all these planets sitting in the fifth house, Mercury, Mars, Venus, and Sun, aspect the 11th house, which is directly opposite of the fifth house. So it's a time for gain. And fifth house is 8 houses away from the 10th house. So it's a yoga for job change. Maybe suddenly you lose your job, but then you get a better high paying job or with a promotion. And you will first feel unhappy, but then you are like, wow, amazing. Jupiter in astrology was right. I even get a better job. So yeah, for new job, it's a good time. For career restructuring, it's a great time. Sudden financial gain can possible at that time, right? Also, some creative income will rise for you. Also, fifth house is 9 houses away from the ninth house. So it's a double luck activation timing. Your destiny will also support your decision. Things will fall in place for you. Wherever you swing the bat, the ball is going to land there and you will be able to hit the sixes. This is that time. Okay? Sudden opportunities you will get. For love and romance related matters, yes. Love, romance related matters get intensified. Love affairs start for you, especially if the shy is supportive for you. Some children related good news can possible. Creativity will definitely, creative talent will increase for you. Then in the mid of January, Mars will transit in your sixth house and Mars get exalted into the sign of Cancer in the sixth house, and Sun will also be there. So this is going to be the time when you will have victory over your enemies. In if let's say office politics was going on, you will defeat the people in office politics. Your court or legal related matters, any legal related, police related matter will get resolved. You okay? Competitive exam related success you can get. This is also going to be the time for loan recovery. You will be able to pay back the debts. Okay, so I can say in general, this is going to be the time when you will be able to win the battle. This transit also give you fearless mindset. It give you assertiveness. It give you confidence, like your confidence will peak at this particular timing. Although you need to be a bit careful because two heated planet Mars and Sun are transiting into the sixth house, Mars getting exalted. I hope you will not take some like fiery decision and try to have fight, etc. So be careful and try to be careful while chopping something or cutting some vegetable, etc. Maybe like because heated planet are in the sixth house, maybe you chop your little bit finger, etc. Cut, bruise, etc. So you need to be careful regarding that. Then in the month of February, what's going to happen is that Venus uh, and Rahu and Mercury will transit in your seventh house. So, what's going to happen with this transit? This is going to be the transit where attraction and sudden unconventional communication with someone possible. So there can be possibility of sudden love entry or online communication, foreign connection with someone, inter-religion, inter-caste love affairs. Or maybe if your affair is already going on, that can turn seriously towards something significant relationship or marriage. New business partnership alliance can form. Your client can grow. Your popularity can increase at this particular time, right? Regardless of what you do. Then, in the month of March, Jupiter will get turned direct into your 11th house. Okay? So, Jupiter finally turned direct into your 11th house into the sign of Gemini. So, your gains will be there. Your financial improvement will improve. Some of you will get bonus. Your profit in business will increase. Networking related support you can get. If your marriage talk was not going on or some progress was not happening, now finally progress will happen in your marriage related talks. This is a very supportive transit for marriage, for business expansion, for social circle growth. Even let's say till now you are having some long pending desire. This Jupiter can help you in fulfilling that as well. Okay. So yeah, that can be seen. Then in the mid of April, what's going to happen is that Venus will transit into your 10th house, into its own sign of Taurus. So it can give you sudden promotion. 10th Lord transit into the 10th house, high status role, income job, leadership visibility, especially if Venus Antardasha or Dasha is activated, this is going to be even more powerful. Then Venus also aspect the 4th house by its 7th aspect. When it transit in the 10th house, it show property related gains. Selling property, bring profit. Okay. Also, you may restructure some of your assets. Property related benefits can possible with this transit. Right? Then, in the month of May, you will see Mars will transit in your 9th house into its own sign of Aries. And Sun, which is your Lagna Lord, will also be there, and Mercury is also there, which is your second as well as the 11th Lord. This again show that your luck will full support you at this particular time. Your stuck work will get complete now. Right? Father will try, like you will get benefit through your father. If you would like to have some transfer, yes, transfer can happen in your job or in any way if you want. Property related matter will get resolved. There will be child and family related blessings. Child conception can possible. Family happiness will increase at this particular time with this transit for sure. Okay. So yeah, this is a great transit for you. Then in the month of June, what's going to happen is that Jupiter will get exalted. I will create a new video, a separate video for Jupiter transit in detail for all ascendant. But as of now, in the month of, because we are talking about 2026, in the month of June, Jupiter will get exalted into the sign of Cancer in your 12th house. Okay, so this is going to be the time for if you would like to look for like foreign relocation, foreign travel. Yes, that can seen over here. Change in country, city can possible. You may get foreign related job opportunities. Your visa can get approved. If till now your visa was not getting approved, yes, this is going to be the time when visa can get approved. If you would like to get foreign settlement, this is going to be the time when transit will support you. If you have yoga in your chart, you will get foreign settlement. Some of you even do expenses abroad and purchase a property. So if you would like to buy a property abroad, this is going to be the time when that can also happen for you. This is also the time when old life and a new life chapter will begin. Also, when Jupiter transit in the 12th house, you will see that your expenses will increase after the month of June. But generally with Jupiter transit in the 12th, generally those expenses happen for a positive or good thing. Okay? Especially if you want to do something related to foreign, you should do expenses because that's a positive utilization of Jupiter in the 12th. Your old dispute will also end with this Jupiter in the 12th house because Jupiter aspect your 6th house. So it will try to compromise and end the old disputes. Your mental peace will improve and there will be the time of karmic release finally. Then Jupiter 9th aspect will also fall on your 8th house where Saturn was already sitting. So it double activate the 8th house. Okay, you can call it a double transit because Saturn was already there, Jupiter aspecting. This is going to be the time for research and transformation. Thinking deep. You may heal. Your hidden talent will surface. Okay, some of your hidden talent will surface. Also, you have to do some kind of research and a deep thinking for something. Okay? On a positive note, early diagnosis can possible. Like you are facing a health issue, you went for some blood test or something, there will going to be an early diagnostic of some diagnosis happen for some health issue that can get cured. All right, if that doesn't happen, otherwise, so yeah, that can also possible. Although at this time you need to be a bit careful regarding health issues because Saturn transit in the 8th house, Jupiter expecting that. Although Jupiter is healing that. So if let's say some health issues get detected, that is a positive thing because Jupiter aspect try to heal that. That's why it show that health issues there, now try to heal it. Then in the mid-July, Sun and Jupiter transit together into your 12th house. So it make a powerful yoga for healing and resolution. Okay, you will able to find right doctor and medicine. If till now you are just going to the doctors, eating medicine, nothing working out for you, this is going to be the time when medicine will start to support your body. You will get the right doctor who can just heal your body. You will get compromise, like legal matter will get compromised and finally over. You will able to do loan repayment if you have any. For foreign study, this is going to be a positive time. Then in the mid of September, what's going to happen is that Mars and Jupiter will transit together in your 12th house. Okay, into the sign of Cancer. So it make a proper Neech Bhang Raj Yoga, but it's forming in the 12th house. So what's going to happen, that sudden problem resolution can happen in your life. If you are facing issues related to visa and you are not getting it, this is going to be the time when some problematic, because it's making a Neech Bhang Yoga, some different thing happen and you will get a success in visa. Also, this is going to be the time when you will able to sell your property. Okay, old issues will end. You are not expecting them to end, but they will end with this. So you will expect unusual positive things happening in your life. Right? Very unusual, but it's positive for you. Then in the month of October, what's going to happen is that Jupiter will turn Atichari. We will discuss that in the Jupiter video, Jupiter transit video. But as of now, I would like to tell you, Jupiter will come Atichari, which means it's going to travel with a faster speed, in simple words. So Jupiter will move forward from the sign of Cancer, it move into the sign of Leo. And that will happen in your first house. And Jupiter there, what it will do when it transit in your first house, it will join Ketu as well. Okay, so it shows that your confidence will be sky high with this time. You will get blessing of God. Your wisdom increases for sure. This is even create a yoga of sudden wealth for you. Right, this even create a yoga for sudden wealth for you, because Jupiter is your 5th and 8th lord. So yeah, maybe some ancestral property related gains can possible for some of you. You can get sudden respect or fame. And if some transit along with transit dasha is supportive, let's say you create video, suddenly your video went viral, you get followers on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, that can possible. Okay, then in the month of December, what's going to happen? And see, Jupiter in the Lagna with Ketu, because Ketu in the Lagna sometime create problems, tension, and Jupiter when there, it at least support you. Although 8th lord is coming in the first house, but Jupiter is also your 5th lord. So it's also make a Raj Yoga. And the good thing is when Jupiter transit in the first house, it aspect your 5th, 7th and 9th houses, which is very good. Although Jupiter in this first house creates sometime digestion related issues, health issues, okay, for some people, but still it's still considered a positive transit, because later it will move in your second house and all that stuff. And especially let's say you have Venus placed into the sign of Cancer, into the Scorpio, in the Pisces, right? Then it again make a yoga for you to meet a girl. And if let's say you are a girl, you have Mars in the sign of Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces, this make a yoga to meet some man in your life, a boy in your life that may lead to, that may reach to a love affair or marriage as well. Right? Then in the month of December, what's going to happen is that Rahu will transit into the sign of Capricorn in your 6th house and Ketu will transit into the sign of Cancer in your 12th house. Right? So what's going to happen? This is going to be the time where your enemies will get destroyed. Rahu transit in the 6th house is good for destroying your enemies. Your competitor will naturally lose powers. Okay? Until or unless if your competitor is also a Leo ascendant, then things will change. Then you have to see other things like dasha, etc. Your health will also get stabilized. Your mental confusions will end. So in simple way, 2026 is going to be the year for you, Leo, where you can get authority, leadership, wealth, name, fame, and even success in foreign related matters, foreign relocation, visa related things. You can get positive results. Okay, and all other things I had mentioned earlier. So yeah, these are the things you can expect if you are a Leo ascendant. If you want to purchase consultation or courses, links are in comment section and description. This is all about Leo ascendant. Now let's talk about Virgo ascendant. 2026 for Virgo ascendant. Okay, now let's talk about Virgo Ascendant. So if you are a Virgo Ascendant, first of all, 2020, in the beginning of 2026, you will see your fourth house will get highly activated. Massive activation is going to happen in the fourth house. How? In the beginning of 2026, in January, Mars, Mercury, Sun, and Venus will transit in your fourth house. Okay, and not only that, Jupiter will aspect your fourth house, Ketu will aspect your fourth house, Saturn will aspect your fourth house. So, out of 9, 7 planets will influence your fourth house, which means fourth house will get highly activated in the beginning of 2026. So, in the 2026, what you can expect? So, when such planets are influencing fourth house, so there will be event related to home. Okay, some event related to home will happen. Something related to property will going to happen during this time. Then something related to vehicle. Okay, something related to mental peace, fixed asset, mother. Okay, the fourth house signification is going to get triggered. So when Mars, which is the Karka of property, and Lagna Lord, which is Mercury for you, is transiting in the fourth house with the Venus, which represent wealth and comfort, and Jupiter is also blessing them by its aspect. So I can see that this is going to be the transit which will help you in sale purchase of property. So if you would like to buy some property or home, or if you would like to sell it, then this is going to be an excellent time for you. Also, you, if let's say you can even earn some money by like through commission or brokerage somehow through home or property with this transit. This is also going to be the transit when you can do some kind of a renovation related work at your home. This is also going to be the transit where you can purchase some vehicle, right? Also, this is going to be the transit where shift in residence can happen, right? Like maybe you can just shift to another place, that can possible with this transit. Also, this transit actually show a very good time for profit related to real estate, I can see. Then with this transit, you will see your emotional clarity will increase in life, stress reduce gradually. Also, decision related to family or home will get finalized with this transit. I can also see that, right? Then in the mid of January, Mars will get exalted in your fifth house. Okay, in the mid of January, Mars transit in your fifth house and get exalted in your fifth house into the sign of Capricorn, and there will also be Sun and Venus in your fifth house along with Mars. Okay, Mars, which is eighth lord as well as the third lord, along with the like sitting in the fifth house of speculation, along with the Sun, which is 12th lord, and Mercury, which is 10th and first lord. So what can happen? Sudden, I would say not sudden, actually hidden, or even sudden can also possible, but hidden unusual income sources can develop. Sudden income can come in your life. With this, you can earn through some sort of commission. If you are in a job where you can get bonus or incentive, like for an example, if you do this amount of sale, you will get that amount of money. So yeah, this is again a great time for that. I can see that as well. Then for stock market and speculation, this is again a great time for you. Income from unusual sources can possible during this time. This is the time which can activate new income stream for you, right? Your new source of income will get activated. Old financial blockage will like break. That can also be seen. Then in the month of March, what's going to happen is that Venus will get exalted in your 7th house with the Saturn into the sign of Pisces. So Saturn Venus together transit in your 7th house. Venus, which is the lord of second house for you, along with the ninth house, right? Also, the Saturn, which is the sixth lord of delay and breakage, along with the fifth, is transiting into the seventh house. So it show marriage related discussion can begin. Long delayed marriage, if your marriage was long delayed till now, so that marriage can get finalized finally. Okay. Also, marriage after struggle can also be seen over here with this transit. This transit also shows some kind of a promotion, transfer with promotion, or stable career related thing can also be seen. So whether you get promotion or whether you get transferred to some other place due to promotion, that can be seen. Then for you Virgo, in the month of March, you will also see that Jupiter will turn direct into the sign of Gemini, into your 10th house. So till now Jupiter was retrograde, but now in the month of March Jupiter will get direct. So what's going to happen is that career obstacles will break now. Jupiter remove all the career blockages that you are facing till now. Also, if you are having some business, then that business will see some growth, right? Your authority will also increase in your career or in your work. Your family stability will improve. Also, if you have some kind of a stuck money somewhere till now, that stuck money can come back with this Jupiter getting direct. So this is going to be the time of relief in career for you. Jupiter getting direct. Then in the month of April, Sun and Mars is going to transit in your 7th house into the sign of Pisces, where Saturn was already there. So Sun, Saturn, Mars transit in your 7th house. So this is going, also they will aspect your Lagna, the first house. So this is going to be the time where structural changes is going to happen in your business. Also, if you are looking for some investment, I think you can get some foreign investors for you. Okay, at this time, you can think about some new business model. If you do jobs, sudden promotion in job can possible, right? But then 6th Lord Saturn, 8th Lord Mars, and 12th Lord Sun all are sitting together in the 7th house, aspecting your Lagna. Well, you have to be a bit careful as well. Okay, why? Because this can show blood pressure, fatigue, digestive issues, health issues. So yes, you need to pay attention when 6, 8 and 12 all the lords are sitting in the 7th house and aspecting your Lagna. It's a very, like risky placement for health issues. So you need to pay attention. I also would like to add this. Then in the mid of April, what is going to happen is that Venus will move to in the 9th house into the sign of Taurus, which is Venus on sign. Okay, which show that this is going to be the time when destiny will support you. Okay, destiny will support you. 9th Lord Venus in the 9th house shows support of Bhagya is going to be there for you, right? That can also be seen. Then it also show, because 9th house is 11th houses away from the 11th house by Bhavat Bhavan. So it show luck support your efforts. There will be a smooth progress in your life. There will be financial stability. Also, there can be some sort of new relationship possible, right? That can be seen. Then in the month of June, what's going to happen is that Jupiter finally transit into the sign of Cancer. I will create a separate video regarding Jupiter transit, in which I will discuss Jupiter transit into the sign of Cancer for all sign, all 12 sign, all 12 ascendant. But when this Jupiter, as of now, when this Jupiter transit into the June, in the beginning of June, I would say, into the sign of Cancer, which is in the 11th house for you, well, this is an excellent transit for you. It definitely show gain and wealth. It show, first of all, your income will grow for sure, regardless of dasha, etc. Yes, income will grow. Also, it show you even get some kind of a bonus. If you do business, there will be profits. Also, if you have yoga in your natal chart, it also show that your multiple sources of income can develop at that time. And let's say you have some desire from many years, like I want this, I want, let's say you desire to travel to some country or start to travel abroad, or any desire, that desire will definitely get fulfilled at this particular time when Jupiter is getting exalted at the 11th house. Even Jupiter aspect on the 5th house can give you good result regarding love affair, and especially in marriage. Oh, sorry, not in marriage actually, especially in this childbirth related yoga if you are looking for that. But then Jupiter from here also aspect your 7th house. So if Dashantar Dasha is supportive, this can even show marriage yoga. And if you are a male, you have Venus in your natal chart into the sign of Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, then yes, you may even meet a girl and get married. And if you are a female, you have Mars into the sign of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, then yes, you can, within the next 1 year, you can even meet a male and you can get married. But then for that, you have to see Dasha, etc., and align everything perfectly. That's when you see the marriage timing. For that, full horoscope consultation is required. Links are in the comment section and description. Okay. Then, what's going to happen is that also Jupiter ninth aspect will fall on your 7th house into the sign of Pisces, onto the sign of Pisces where Saturn was already sitting. So your 7th house is getting double activated. So yes, for marriage finalization, it's a good time. So if you are looking for some guy or a girl from the long time and till now discussion is going on and marriage was not getting finalized, for those kind of a cases, yes, even if you have relationship, this can even move towards marriage. Right? This is a good time for business partnership success as well. Long term relationship stability wise also it's a good time. It is a very strong marriage yoga by the way, because 7th house is double activated by Saturn Jupiter. If Dasha is supporting a little bit, you will get definitely married. Now in the month of July, what will going to happen? Jupiter and Sun will transit in your 11th house into the sign of Cancer. I mean, Jupiter was already there, your Sun will join it. Now, it show what? It show there will be, you can take some kind of a big business related decision in your life. You will have expansion, foreign related expansion, right? Also, selling some kind of a property will bring you profit. This transit can even give you some kind of a breakthrough in your career, I can say. Also, sudden rise in status and income can be seen with this particular transit. Okay. Then if I talk about in the mid-September, there is one important thing happen, that Jupiter and Mars will transit together in your 11th house, and this make a powerful Neech Bhanga Raj Yoga. In the 11th house, Neech Bhanga Raj Yoga. Now this is important. This is very powerful actually. First of all, it show if you have any stuck money, that will come back. Somehow something happens, the stuck money will come back. And that could happen suddenly. You can suddenly gain some profit. Okay, that can also be seen. Even property related benefits somehow you can get. Inheritance related, property related benefit you can get. Okay, that can also be seen. Ancestral related, property related benefit. Even you can activate some extra source of income. Okay, sudden jump in career can also possible with this particular transit. Then in the month of October, Jupiter will become Atichari and move forward to the 12th house into the sign of Leo for you. Now see, Jupiter is getting Atichari for some years, which means it's traveling with a fast speed. I will discuss more in the Jupiter transit video. But as of now, you understand that it will move forward into the sign of Leo from the Cancer. Okay, move further for a couple of months, then later it will come back to the sign of Cancer. Okay, so for some time it will stay in your 12th house into the sign of Leo. This is going to be a life-changing transit for you because Jupiter will join Ketu in the 12th house. This is going to be a transformation phase. There can be some foreign connection develop for you. This is a transit where even if you would like to relocate some other country, this will help you, right? End of old life cycle and something new will begin. New direction in life will begin. Okay. Also, when Jupiter transit in your 12th house, it also shows that the person will have expenses. But generally, with Jupiter, expenses are on good thing. So, if you would like to travel abroad, I would also say when Jupiter is transiting in the 12th house in the upcoming years, you should spend money on foreign travel, which is good for you, right? So, yeah, anything related to foreign money, yes, you should do that, which you can just have. Also, with this, you should give, because Ketu is also there. I would highly recommend to give any kind of a charity, and Ketu is there. Do not show off. Don't become a person who donate some blanket and then take a selfie and post it on Facebook or Instagram. That's a stupid way of to do charity. That will never work, right? The best way is to just forget about it, to give some food to someone, to clothes to someone, medicines, whatever you can, right? And just forget about it, that you are doing it, right? That's what I would like to say. Sometimes some people create video to inspire others or to run an organization. That makes sense. But even for that, I recommend that if you, let's say you are donating $100 stuff, so maybe create video of only $10, so that at least $90 it will credit in your good karma account, and $10 will be used as a fame. I hope you understand what I mean. So yeah, that's how you should do actually. But the best case scenario is try to do charity in a hidden way. Especially now for you, Jupiter Ketu will transit in the 12th house. So try to do charity in a very secretive way. Anyhow, wherever you can. Okay. So yeah, this is really important. Then what's going to, and especially for foreign related stuff, foreign travel or anything related to foreign, it's an excellent time. It's even to go on some spiritual foreign travel as well. Okay, especially for the people who are visiting India, yes, it's a good time for you, because Jupiter especially represent temple and saint, etc. So yeah, now in the December, Rahu Ketu transit happen. Rahu will transit in your 5th house into the sign of Capricorn, and Ketu will transit into your 11th house into the sign of Cancer. But I will create obviously a different video about Rahu Ketu transit. But as of now, this is a time when sudden love, unconventional love affair can come in your life. Maybe attraction to foreigner, different caste, different culture, different community, a girl or a boy who live many places away from different states, that can possible. Okay, your thinking will change. It will give you risk taking mindset, because Rahu in the 5th house is like on our brain. It will make you even creative as well, and you may try to even do something related to social media. That can also be seen, right? But then we have to see your natal planets as well. So yeah, these are the things generally I see with uh, transits for you, Virgo Ascendant. So if you want to purchase consultation or courses, links are in comment section and description. This is all about Virgo 2026 for Libra Ascendant. So now let's talk about for Libra Ascendant. So if you are a Libra Ascendant, then 2026 year is going to be the year which start, I would say, in the beginning of 2026. There is going to be massive third house activation for you if you are a Libra. Okay, so your third house will get activated heavily. How it will get activated? In the third house of you, you will see that 4 planets will going to transit in the beginning of 2026. Mars, Venus, Mercury, and Sun, right? And they will transit into the sign of Sagittarius in your third house. Not only that, Saturn 10th aspect will also fall on your third house. Okay, on these planets. Ketu 5th aspect will fall on these planets. Jupiter 7th aspect will also fall on these planets. Which means out of 9, 7 planets are influencing your third house. Right? So yeah, this is really heavy activation of your third house. Third house is show what? Third house show courage, efforts, communication, business skills, short travels, sibling, right? Self initiative. Okay? When third house is getting so many planet, so life move forward through your own efforts. That's what it show. Okay, life will move forward through its own efforts, right? Then you can see that Mars is sitting in the third house, transiting in the third house. Mars is the second lord of you, of wealth. Then Sun is the 11th lord. Then Jupiter is the ninth lord of luck. And then Saturn is the fifth lord of intelligence. And Sun being the 11th lord of gain as well. And all these planets, Mars, Sun, Jupiter, Saturn, which are influencing uh, the third house where Mars and Sun are sitting there, it show that you will able to defeat your enemies right at this particular time. This is the time where you can even win over your competitors, right? Also, if you have lost some position in the past, this is going to be the time when you can recover it. Also, if you are going on like you are going through some office politics, this is going to be the time when you can beat people. I mean, beat in the sense like you can defeat your enemies in terms of office politics. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Then it also show because second lord Mars and ninth lord Mercury, right, and 11th lord Sun is also in the third house. It show that your stuck payments will return. So let's say you do some business or some work, okay, in which you are just calling someone, you are like, please send my payments, please give those money, please send that payment, and they are like, oh, I will send it today, tomorrow, this day, that day, this week, this month. Until now they are not sending. Somehow now that stuck payment can return to you. Also, pending dues will get cleared at this particular time, right? uh, if you had put it some efforts in the past, this is going to be the time when old efforts will also pay you money. Okay, so yeah, that can be seen. Then apart from that, what else you can see? uh in the mid January, right, in the mid of January, Mars will get exalted in your fourth house, right? Mars would get exalted in your fourth house into the sign of Capricorn. Okay, and it will also get joined by Venus and Sun there. Sun is your 11th lord, Venus is your Lagna lord, okay, as well as 8th lord. And now Mars being the Karka of property and Venus being the Karka of luxury and comfort, Sun represent gains for you being 11th lord. It show that property purchase or sale related benefit are going to be there with this particular transit. Okay, what else this show? This also show that you can even purchase some vehicle, right? This is also going to be the transit of renovation in the home. So if you would like to have some renovation and you were planning till now, you were not able to, yes, you can have it. And if you would like to buy some vehicle and you were not able to till now, somehow you will able to do it now, right? You can even bring some luxurious item at your home depending upon what you need. That can also be seen. Then also, all these planets, Venus, Mars, and Sun, their seventh aspect will fall on your 10th house. So, these planets can even give you recognition, some kind of a recognition you can also expect in your career, right? Maybe upgrade of your role in your job can also be seen. Your authority can increase, right? Career wise, that can be seen. Now, from here, seventh lord and Lagna lord Mars and Venus are sitting together in the fourth house. It show that your emotional stability improve and maybe your marriage discussion can start suddenly. Okay, so it's a foundation phase for relationship, maybe, right? Like people start to like families etc talk about the relationship marriage things, that can be seen over here. Then uh, also in the month of February, you will see that Venus, Sun, Mercury, Mars, will transit in your fifth house where Rahu was already transiting. So you will have 5 planets activating your fifth house, and Ketu will also aspect it, and Jupiter will also aspect. Okay, so again 7 planets will influence again your fifth house where sign of Aquarius is there. Okay, because Rahu, Mars, Venus, Mercury and Sun will sitting in the will transit in your fifth house. And fifth house is Lakshmi Sthana, which means related to money. Fifth house represents creativity. Fifth house is the house of intelligence. Fifth house represents love, romance. Fifth house is the house of passion. The things which you are passionate about in your life, whether it's a person or it's your work or it's your children. Fifth house is also speculation. Fifth house is also your past life married. Fifth house is the house of children as well. Fifth house is 9 houses away from the ninth house by Bhavad Bhavam, which is it's also, that's why it's the higher form of luck as well, because ninth from the ninth. Though also fifth house is 8th from the 10th house. If you count from the 10th house, it's 8th. Right? So what it's showing, all these things, it's showing that first of all, this transit show that you will get support of your luck for sure. Okay? And this will even create yoga of job change for you. Change in job can also be seen with this particular transit. So you can expect some job change. So if you were looking to have a job change and you were not able to till now, yes, this is going to be the time when you can have job change. Suddenly you can get a better job offer and you change the job, although you were not expecting, but you will get it. You can even switch your career. Okay? If you do business, this combination show, this transit, you can have a big business gains in your life. There can be some creative breakthrough in your career. Right? Then with these planets, especially with Rahu, Venus in the 5th, sudden attraction in love life can be seen. Unconventional love affair in your life. Okay? Maybe online connection with some foreigner or some different caste, culture, religion person. With intense attraction can be expected at this particular transit, especially if the Dasha etc. is supportive. Then in the month of March, what's going to happen? Venus and Saturn will going to transit in your 6th house into the sign of Pisces. Now Venus is also your 8th lord in the 6th, so it's making a Viparit Rajyoga, and Venus is getting exalted as well along with the Lagna lord. So what's going to happen with the Viparit Rajyoga? There will be a legal dispute resolution. So till now, if you are having some court case or some issues, right, that can get resolved with this transit. You will able to reduce your loan. Right, legal pressure can end at this particular time, and your enemy power will become, the enemies will lose their power. You can also see that. Now Viparit Rajyoga is showing that Viparit Paristhiti, which means very different type of situations, and then you get relief. First it give you pain, and that pain get converted into the profit. That is what Viparit Rajyoga actually means. Pain is going to be there, but ultimately it will lead to profit. That's a good thing. So maybe you face a lot of difficulty in your career at this particular time, but then ultimately you will get a hike in your salary. Okay, due to some problem, you are feeling stressed, but that problem give you sales high, like sudden business gain or sales increase in your business. Or maybe your client increased due to some reason. Okay, that can be seen. Then, let me just tell you. In the month of March, Jupiter turned direct into your 9th house. Now, till now, Jupiter was retrograde. Now, in the month of March, Jupiter turned direct. First of all, your destiny will come back on the track. With this Jupiter, your luck, Jupiter getting direct, your luck will start to support you now. Your career will see more stability. Your family matters will improve. Spiritual confidence increase in your life. You will start to feel that things are finally working for me. So that is again a good thing. Then in the mid of April, what's going to happen is that Venus transit in your 8th house into its own sign of Taurus. Now Venus is your Lagna lord as well as 8th lord, transiting into the 8th house. It is showing that you can get ancestral property related matters like solved. So let's say till now your ancestral property related matters were stuck, they can get resolved. Maybe you can earn money through insurance or inheritance at this particular time, or some kind of hidden income which is hidden from the world. You may get gains from that. So let's say you do a job and people are like, okay, this guy do this job or this girl do this job, but in reality you might be earning more money with some thing which you do secretly without telling anyone. Okay, so you may earn from that things at this particular time more. Your old problem can end suddenly, although I would like to add it, although it's just a positive sides consultation of 2026, but still I would like to add, because Lagna lord is transiting into the 8th house, so still you have to be a bit careful regarding your health issues. Okay, and especially Venus represents sexual organs, genitals. um so maybe at this particular time sometime we face people face like, if the Dasha etc is also triggered, like maybe fungal infections or thing like that, sometime with the, or with the, I would say, a little bit of wet clothes, or some reasons, depending upon weather, it can give you certain infections, so you have to be a bit careful, right? Also, with Venus, yeah, I mean, this is like health wise also you need to be a little bit pay attention, because Lagna lord are ultimately going into the 8th house, although it's also a 8th lord for you, but still. Right. Also, it's going to be the time of psychological release, emotional healing. Old pain will get closed now. There will be new emotional clarity in your life this time. Then in the mid of May, Mars will going to transit in your 7th house into the sign of Aries. It make a powerful Raj Yoga for marriage as well as career. Okay, that your marriage talks can get finalized. If till now marriage discussion was going on, maybe your marriage can get finalized with someone. Maybe some like strong spouse will enter in your life. Public recognition through marriage can be seen. Okay, also from here Mars aspect on the 10th house, right? So it's showing that, like, maybe like you can get some kind of a promotion in your career, or maybe you reach at some leadership role. If you do business, expansion of business can possible. Although I would like to add regarding marriage, transits are triggering the events, but then dasha is really important. And especially if you are a male and you have Venus in the sign of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay, then I would say that some girl can enter in your life in the upcoming time. Okay, that could even lead to marriage if dasha is also supportive. And if let's say you are a female and you have Mars in the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, then again a man can enter in your life if dasha is supportive. But of course, for that full horoscope consultation is required. If you want to purchase consultation, links are in comment section and description. Then in the month of June, Jupiter will get exalted in your 10th house, because Jupiter transit happen in your 10th house into the sign of Cancer. Okay, now this is really an important transit. Why? Because it show that career wise it's a great transit for you. Okay, first of all it show that uh, you know you may get promotion, higher status role, some kind of a career breakthrough, or maybe income will increase. Things move fast now. right? Especially in job, it's very supportive because Jupiter is also your sixth lord, right? Jupiter aspect, then your sixth house by its ninth aspect, where Saturn was already sitting, transiting in your sixth house into the sign of Pisces. This will double activate your sixth house. So you need to be careful regarding digestion, sleep, and stress. Pay attention to those things. Okay. Then in the month of, I would say, mid September, a powerful Neech Bhang Raj Yoga will happen, right? A powerful Neech Bhang Raj Yoga will happen in your 10th house. When Jupiter and Mars together transit in your 10th house into the sign of Cancer, it make a Neech Bhang Raj Yoga. Right? So this show career and money breakthrough is going to happen. You're stuck. Promotion, if your promotion was again and again getting stuck. This is going to be the time when stuck promotion will happen finally. There will be big career jump and business expansion will also going to be there. There will be sudden financial rise in your life. Right? Also, this is going to be the time because these planets, Jupiter and Mars, is going to aspect on your fourth house by their seventh aspect. So you may get some property related benefits for sure. There will be more stability in your home life. Okay. Then in the month of October, Jupiter will become Atichari and move forward into the sign of Leo. So yeah, I will discuss all these things when I create Jupiter transit video. We will talk about that in detail. But as of now, Jupiter is moving forward later in the month of October into the sign of Leo in the 11th house of you. So it shows that you will get new income opportunity. Some of your old desire will get fulfilled with this transit. Okay? Pending work will get complete. Network will expand. You will meet new people. Networking with new people. You will travel, let's say, somewhere, and in the flight you meet some guy or a girl. Networking will be there. Okay? So that can be seen, and that may even help you in earning more money. In the month of December, Rahu will transit in your 4th house and Ketu will transit in your 10th house. Of December, Rahu Ketu transit will also happen. Rahu will transit in your 4th house into the sign of Capricorn and Ketu will transit into your 10th house into the sign of Cancer. So again, I will create a separate video about Rahu Ketu transit in Capricorn and Cancer sign, but this show foreign travel related possibility will start again from the end of 2026, which means from 2027. Change of residence related opportunity this Rahu can give you. It also show career redirection because Ketu in the 10th house definitely show changes. Detachment from old job or old role in profession and having a new thing in life, new direction in life begin. So yeah, this is what we can see generally for you Libra in 2026. I will create separate video about Rahu Ketu and Jupiter transit in the future. So this is all about you. If you want to purchase consultation or courses, links are in comment section and description. And yeah, now let's talk about 2026 for Scorpio Ascendant. Okay. So if you are a Scorpio Ascendant, then first of all, I would like to say 2026 is going to be the breakthrough year for you, especially if you are a Scorpio Ascendant, right? This is a year which start with wealth activation, then move to courage, property related matters, then peak at for luck, authority and marriage related matters, and then end with some good things. So let's talk about the beginning. The beginning of 2026 for you is going to happen with the massive second house activation. Okay, so if you are a Scorpio Ascendant, then in the beginning of 2026 in January, your second house will highly get activated by Venus, Mercury, Sun and Mars, 4 planet transiting in your second house into the sign of Sagittarius. On the top of that, Saturn 10th aspect will be on your second house. Jupiter's 7th aspect will be on your second house. Ketu's 5th aspect will also be on your second house. So, out of the 9 planets, 7 planets will influence your second house. This is really important. Okay. Second house is what? Second house is wealth, family, savings, assets, speech, food, and lifestyle. When so many planets are activating your second house, it definitely show that money becomes the main theme of your life. Okay, with this transit. If you see, Mars is your Lagna Lord, which is in the second house, which show earning through self efforts. Sun is your 10th Lord in the second house, which show income through career and status. Then Mercury is your 11th Lord transiting in your second house. It's one of the best Dhani Yogas for gain, profit, and networking. Jupiter is your second Lord, right, aspecting your second house from the 8th house, which again showing hidden wealth. So activation of second house with the planets of second, fifth, eighth, and 11th houses together. This is a classic money multiplication yoga. So maybe at this time you may get some kind of a opportunity in which you will able to gain good amount of money, right? Depending upon what you do. So let's say you are just a, let's say for an example, you do simple, you have clients. So this particular time, suddenly you will see you will get lot of clients, you will get lot of consultations. You will see that. If you have business, your business can increase, right? So yeah, in that way, right, things will improve for you in terms of money matter. If you do some side income, that side income can increase. Okay, so sudden income gains can be seen over here. Also, if your money was stuck somewhere, let's say due to any reason, money was stuck and you were expecting, like, I don't know, money will come, you are thinking, or not come back, what will going to happen? This is going to be the time when stuck money will return. Okay, you will get investments, sorry, you will get profit through your investments. Income from hidden or unusual sources can be expected at this time. This is the time of speculative gains for you. Okay, so financially this year is going to be very strong for you. Also, second house, definitely we can see this even create a yoga where in your family, especially discussion of about your marriage related matter can happen. Also, family expansion can possible due to any reason. Okay, financially it's also a good time for your other family members as well. Maybe in some of your family, some family members, like uh, some of your family member income can increase. That can also seen with this transit. Then in the mid of January, Mars will transit in your third house into the sign of Cancer and get exalted. Sorry, Mars will transit into your third house into the sign of Capricorn and get exalted there. And Sun and Venus will also be there. So Sun, Venus, Mars will transit in your third house. So Lagna Lord Mars is in the third house. First of all, it make you very fearless person. When Mars transit in your third house, you start to become a fearless. You feel like, wow, at this particular time you feel like super confident, right, and then it actually make you fearless. So you will overcome you will overpower your rivals. Okay, you will overcome obstacles. You will become a person at this particular time whose stuck work will move forward. If you facing of office politics, that will end. Your confidence will for sure rise sharply. You will actually, this is a transit which give you tremendous courage. Suddenly, if you are lacking that courage, with this transit you start to feel that. Okay, this also indicates some kind of a short travel journey, business trips, new initiative, right? Your projects finally start moving. Then Mars aspect on ninth house also be there from the third house, and all these planets. It show that your destiny will support you. Okay, that can also be seen. Then in the February you will see, especially at the February end, massive fourth house activation is going to happen. Why? Because Sun, Mars, Rahu, Mercury, Venus will transit into your fourth house. Ketu will aspect these planet. Jupiter ninth aspect will fall on your fourth house as well. Okay. So all these planets aspect your fourth house. What's going to happen with these planets in the fourth? This is a great yoga for real estate related matters. Maybe if you would like to buy some property or sell some property, yes, that is really good. And let's say if you have some property that you would like to put it on the rent and would like to earn money from that, it's again a great transit for that. Also, if you would like to have some property in the foreign land or some link related to foreign property or foreign property earning through foreign property, so in that matter, also it's a good transit. Also, this is the transit where multiple property investments are also going to be there. This is an excellent transit for real estate, land dealing, home expansion. So, if you would like to do something related to real estate, right, dealing of property, etc., or you would like to do expansion of your home, so yeah, this is a good time for that. Then, some of you even buy some property or investment in foreign land. That can also possible with this transit. Then, in the month of March, you will see that Venus will get exalted into your fifth house with Saturn. Okay. So Saturn Venus transit happen in your fifth house into the sign of Pisces. So this is going to be the transit of where your creativity, love and money will rise. First of all, this transit will give you new income opportunity. You will get some kind of a creative income like creating videos, right? Maybe doing some gigs, etc., or something creative you will do. Okay, business expansion, right? Like for an example, I had seen a guy on Instagram. He was just using typewriter, the old typewriter, and he was creating amazing paintings with typewriting. It's amazing how he creates such a beautiful thing, and he's selling them at high price, and people are just buying that. So that kind of a creative income can be seen. You can earn from speculation, that can be seen. Then also for love and marriage, this is a good time. Your romance can get deepened. Your love affairs move forward towards marriage, that can be seen, right? Then you may take even some serious emotional decision, that can also be seen. It is actually a very supportive time for love marriage. If dasha is supportive, yes, that can happen. But then again, for the marriage related matters, other things you need to be seen. But let's say you are a boy and you have Venus in the sign of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or even in Gemini to some extent. So there are possibility that you may meet a girl and then you can get married. And if you are a female, you have Mars in the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or even in Gemini, then you can meet a guy and get married. There is a possibility of that. But again, for that, you have to see full horoscope consultation is required because Dasha, etc., also need to be seen. If you want to purchase that, links are in the comment section and description. Okay, then in the mid of March, Jupiter will also turn direct from retrograde. Till then, Jupiter will get retrograde, but in the mid of March, Jupiter will turn direct. So, what's going to happen? Jupiter turned direct in your 8th house, right? So, Jupiter, which is the lord of your 2nd and the 5th house, will turn direct into your 8th house. So, it's again make yoga of where your stuck money will return. You can earn from insurance, from inheritance. Okay, you can earn from old dues. You can earn from loan recovery. That can be seen. Right? You can make money from these things: insurance, inheritance, old dues, loan recoveries. So anything which is 8th house related things, if you do, it is a good time for you. But although you need to be careful when Jupiter is in the 8th house, it can give you, sometime digestion related issues, etc. Okay. So yeah, pay attention to that. Although this is also a good time for where your intelligence will get sharpened, your decision making ability will improve and your fear reduce. So that can be seen as well. Then in the month of April, what's going to happen is that Mars, Saturn, and Venus will transit in your uh, fifth house. Okay, so this will even create a yoga. Then in the month of April, Mars, Saturn, and Sun will be in your fifth house. Okay, Mars, Saturn, and Sun will transit in your fifth house. Right? So this create a yoga where it show that in your career you can see change in job. Okay, so if you would like to change a job, you will get a job change opportunity. You will get some kind of a creative role in your career as well. This even show that this is also a good time for entrepreneurial success. Okay, this time can even give you business related profits. And from the fifth house, all planet aspect your 11th house, so it show that your gains will increase. Your network will support you at this particular time. Okay, maybe through your networking you can get some money, that can also be seen over here. Then uh, in the month of May, Mars will transit in your sixth house. Okay, and Sun, Mercury, and Mars all are in the sixth house actually, and Mars will be in its own sign. It show that your enemies at your workplace will get defeated by you. Also, this transit remove actually your obstacles at workplace. If you are facing till now any legal issues, that can settle. Okay. Also, if you are facing any struggles in your career, that can also end. Right. Although with sixth lord in the sixth house, although it's also your lagna lord, you need to pay attention towards injury and health issues. Okay, I would like to add, still this is like a, see, this is like a positive side consultation of 2026, but what positive events you can expect, but still I would like to add some time a little bit of things you need to be careful. Then in the month of June, Jupiter will get exalted in your ninth house. Okay, Jupiter will transit in your ninth house into the sign of Cancer. So this is a very important, it's a life changing phase for you actually from the month of June if you are a Scorpio ascendant. So exalted Jupiter in the ninth house of destiny, it's really good for you. Jupiter being the fifth and the second lord transiting in your ninth house, it show massive luck activation. Your life direction change for sure. Okay, destiny will open the doors for you. Right? There will be effortless success. Financial rise are going to be there for you. So whatever profession you are in, you will suddenly start to get the support of your luck. You will feel like, wow, I'm starting to feel lucky. And when a person feel lucky, when the luck is with you, everything just becomes so smooth for you. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be the time when destiny will open your doors actually. Also, I would like to tell you that Jupiter aspect your lagna by fifth aspect by sitting in the ninth house. When transit, it show that your wisdom will also improve, your maturity will improve. Jupiter ninth aspect will fall on your fifth house. It creates childbirth related blessings. So maybe you can conceive, your wife can conceive, okay, or you can conceive depending upon male or female, and you will have a child or maybe a second child depending upon if you have it or not. Jupiter in the ninth is naturally divine blessing and it's exalted actually. Destiny will support you for sure. It's a great yoga, life changing type of yoga start for you from June. Then in this month of September, a Neech Bhang Raj Yoga will happen when Jupiter and Mars together transit in your ninth house. It's a very powerful Raj Yoga for you. Okay, Neech Bhang Raj Yoga forming, right? So what's going to happen? This is a yoga which will activate wealth, authority and legal success. So it can give you massive financial rise. Okay, depending upon what you do. It also give you growths in your assets. If you are going through any legal issues, legal case, court case, problem like that, that can get resolved with this transit or compromised. Somehow a resolution is there. At this particular time, you should try actually around September, October. If you do that, the legal case can get resolved. You can reach at some authority position. There will be a long term stability, okay, in your life with this transit. Then at the end of October, Jupiter will become Atichari. I will create a separate video of Jupiter transit for all ascendant, right, later in 2026. But as of now, I would like to tell you that Jupiter will become Atichari, which means it will transit further into the sign of Leo because it's traveling at a very fast speed. So we'll stay there for the couple of months in the sign of Leo and then fall back into the sign of Cancer later. But with Jupiter transit in your 10th house with the Ketu in the sign of Leo, Jupiter Ketu in the 10th house, it again show change in job. It show new authority you can get. It show public recognition. It show you can get leadership role. Okay, it also show that your reputation can get boost. You can get professional respect. Your visibility increase. Okay, so these are the time actually this year show that maybe you are just working and some, let's say you are doing a job and someone is come on visit like some officer, and this he or she will notice you because of your transit, not others. And that's how you will be more visible to them, and then maybe they give you promotion, salary hike, that can be seen, right? So that's how these transits show their magic. Then in the month of December, Rahu will transit in your third house into the sign of Capricorn, and Ketu will transit in your ninth house into the sign of Cancer. So I will create a different video about that. Okay, but as of now, I would like to tell you it boosts your courage. It show foreign travel related yoga. It show new initiative you will take. It also is going to be the time of desire fulfillment. Okay, so I will create a different video about Rahu Ketu transit. But yeah, this is for you. This is for you, Scorpio Ascendant. If you want to purchase consultation or courses, links are in comment section and description. And now let's talk about Sagittarius. 2026 for Sagittarius Ascendant. So if you are a Sagittarius Ascendant, so this year, first of all, in the beginning of 2026, there is going to be massive Lagna or first house activation is going to happen for you. Why this is going to happen? Because Venus, Sun, Mercury, Mars, 4 planets are going to transit in your first house. On the top of that, Saturn, Jupiter and Ketu will also aspect your Lagna. Saturn 10th aspect, Jupiter 7th aspect and Ketu's 5th aspect will be on your Lagna. Which means your Lagna is getting influenced by 7 planets. So out of 9 planets, 7 planets will activate your Lagna, your first house. Okay. So now what it show? First of all, our Lagna or first house show our personality, our life direction, health, confidence, your decision making ability, right? And your readiness for the marriage. When Lagna is heavily activated, life pushes you to take certain action or certain control. This is what you can expect. Now Sun is your ninth lord transiting in your Lagna. It's making a Raj Yoga. Then Mars, your fifth lord, is transiting in the Lagna. It's making again a Raj Yoga related to Purv Punya. Mercury is the lord of 7th and 10th transiting in the Lagna. It's again a good yoga for marriage and career. Venus is your 11th lord, which is again a great like transit in the Lagna for desire fulfillment. So this is a very powerful actually beginning for you if you are Sagittarius. It shows that your authority will increase. Okay, people will start to recognize you now. Your promotion news you can get, right? Your business visibility will increase. So you will see if you are Sagittarius that maybe now with the 2026 year beginning, something related to promotion, recognition, these themes will become active in your life, whether you will get it now or later this year. So these things will definitely get activated for you. Then marriage and relationship related thing you can see that your Lagna and your 7th Lord connection is forming. Why? Because Jupiter and Mercury are mutually aspecting each other in the beginning of 2026, as Mercury is in the first house and Jupiter in the 7th house. So what's happening is that first Lord in the 7th house, 7th Lord is in the first house. Okay. So yeah, uh, definitely it shows some clear intentions you will have about relationship and marriage in the beginning of 2026. Then in the mid of January in 2026, you will have a Mars transit in your second house into the sign of Capricorn with Sun and Venus. And Mars get exalted there, right? Second house represent wealth and family. Mars is exalted, which means it show aggressive income growth. Venus is comfort and luxury, and Sun is authority and income. Okay, because Sun is your ninth lord as well. So it show that it create actually yoga related to salary increment. Maybe your salary can increase, or talks related to salary increment may be there now in your office. New income sources will develop. Okay, you will get profit through your business. You will get gains from the property, right? Your ancestral wealth matter may get resolved with this transit. Okay, this is one of the best planetary phases of the year for you. Then uh, financial stability will also increase with this transit. Then at the end of February, what will going to happen is that your third house will get activated by Mercury, Mars, Venus, Rahu, and Sun transiting in your third house. And Ketu and Jupiter also aspect this third house, with Ketu 7th aspect and Jupiter 9th aspect. So now so many planets are influencing your 7th house. Okay? 7 planets are again influencing your third house, sorry, not 7th house. It show what? It show that your laziness will end with this transit. Your confidence increase. You will take bold decisions in your life and take some new initiative. That can also be seen with this transit. Okay. Then from the third house, all these planets aspect your ninth house. So it shows that your destiny will support your efforts. Okay. Also, you will get travel related opportunities. This is the time for self made growth. For marketing, sales, communication, it's a good time. Okay. Actually, your communication skills will also improve. This is also a good time for business expansion. This transit. Then, if you are a Sagittarius ascendant, in the month of March, Venus get exalted for you in the fourth house with Saturn in the sign of Pisces. It create yoga for comfort and property related matters and vehicles and happiness. So it create yoga for you that it show that you can buy property at this time. Or if you are planning to buy, yes, that can possible. For purchasing a vehicle, this is again a great time for you. Also, if you are looking to have some renovation at your home, this is again a great time for you. This is also the time when comfort at your home can increase, right? With this transit. Then, for career income and growth, I can say that Venus and Saturn, when sit in the fourth house, they aspect directly opposite at the 10th house. So your income through career can increase at this time. And stable professional growth can be expected. Then this is the time for the family happiness. Right? Also your marriage decision will supported by the family, that can also be seen. If you take some decision that you would like to get married to this guy or a girl, then yes, family will support somehow as per transit. Then in the mid of March, what's going to happen is that uh you know Jupiter will turn direct finally in your 7th house. From the retrograde, Jupiter will turn direct, and that will happen in your 7th house into the sign of Gemini. So marriage and business related turning point is going to happen. Okay, Jupiter is also your Lagna Lord, getting direct in the 7th house. So marriage related talks will move forward, right? Any delayed marriage will get resolved now, right? And there is also a time for serious commitment of some kind. Actually, this is a very strong marriage related triggered point for you. And if you have, let's say you are a male and you have Venus in the sign of probably Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in your Lagna chart, then yes, you could meet a girl and get married. And if you are a female, you have Mars in the Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in your chart, then yes, you can again meet a boy and get married. There's a very strong triggering point regarding that. But then again, you have to see Dasha, etc. as well, because when everything align perfectly, Dasha and transit, that is when the marriage happen. So if you want to purchase consultation regarding that, links are in comment section and description. Also, this is a time when your partnership in business can flourish. Your client, if you are in a work in which you have clients, then that your client base can expand. Business profit of you will rise, right? Then in the mid of May, Mars will transit in your fifth house into the sign of Aries, and Mars will be there in your fifth house. And Mars is also joined by Mercury and Sun. Now Mars is placed in the own sign in the fifth house. Sun is your ninth lord. On the top of that, Mercury is your seventh and 10th lord. This is actually create a progeny related yoga. Like if you are a, like maybe you or your wife, depending upon the gender, like will get pregnant and have pregnancy, that can possible, or childbirth related, progeny related yoga. These are very strong related to pregnancy. Also, fifth house and fifth lord aspect the 11th house. Again, it show financial gains, bonus. Maybe you get benefit from any kind of a speculative business, whether it's related to stock market or making a filmmaking, because a filmmaking is also a speculative business. Because first you have to invest money in making a film, and if it's going to see like get viral or something, like it's get hit film, then yes, you can get money. Otherwise, so yeah. Then in the month of June, a very important event happened, that Jupiter will transit into the sign of Cancer in your 8th house. Now, I will create a separate video about Jupiter transit, in sign of Cancer for all ascendant. But as of now, for you, Jupiter transit happen in your 8th house, right? And Jupiter will get exalted. It's a very transformative phase for you the next upcoming year, from the June, right, onwards 1 year. Old life pattern will end, new chapter of life will begin. Okay, inner growth will accelerate, but you have to be careful at this particular time related to liver issues, digestion issues, intestine issues. Okay, be careful. Also, this transit will give you interest in astrology, tarot, healing, or something related to research oriented thing, right? That can be seen. Although from Jupiter exalted here, and Jupiter is your fourth lord in the 8th house, it's actually make a combination of foreign travel, foreign residence as well, because from here Jupiter also aspect the 12th house, right? So that can possible depending upon you, because Lagna lord is also going into the 8th house, and generally 8th house thing happens suddenly. So yeah, that can be seen. Then in the mid of July, Sun and Jupiter transit together in the 8th house in the sign of career, in the Cancer. So again, it shows sudden promotion for you. Okay. For some of you, you can get sudden promotion. Unexpected recognition can possible for you. Okay. Some of you can get awards or appreciation of some kind. You can get financial surprises, sudden income gain, hidden income, income through insurance or inheritance, that can also be seen. Then in the mid of September, a very important Neech Bhang Raj Yoga is going to happen in your 8th house, when Jupiter and Mars will transit in your 8th house. Okay, and this is not only Neech Bhang Raj Yoga, it's also Vipreet Raj Yoga along with Neech Bhang, because Mars is also your 12th lord. Okay. So Neech Bhang is happening because Mars is debilitated and Jupiter is exalted. And Vipreet Rajoga is because 12th lord in the 8th house, which is Mars. It's a powerful actually for you. It can show on the positive side that some of the big problem of you can get solved. On a positive side, it give you property related gain, maybe you will able to sell a property at high price. It can give you hidden wealth. Your legal issues can get resolved. Okay, that can be seen. uh, then I would say that at the end of October, one important thing happened. Jupiter will become Atichari. Now, Jupiter Atichari, I think you already know, as I discussed earlier. Jupiter Atichari means that Jupiter is traveling at a very fast speed. So it's already transit. Uh, I told you that it will transit in the sign of Cancer in June 2026. But then, because it's traveling at a very fast speed for some years, so it will move further and go into the sign of Leo for some months in 2026 also. So, yes, again it transit and changes sign. So then Jupiter transit will finally happen in your ninth house, which is very good for you, because there it shows strong fortune. And then Jupiter also aspect your Lagna from the ninth house, because Jupiter fifth aspect fall there. So it show you will have clear thinking. Your wisdom will increase because Lagna Lord look at the Lagna by transit. Your money flow improve. Life problem will get solved easily. Okay. Divine support is going to be there for marriage related decision. Right. That can be seen. And also, later this Jupiter will stay for some months in the ninth house. So when Jupiter transit into the sign of Cancer, maybe you face some health issues, but then when it move forward into the ninth house, those health issues will definitely improve. But then later in the 2027, right, when it fall back into the sign of Cancer, so again, you need to pay attention to your health as well, because whenever Lagna low transit into the eighth house, it create problem. But when Jupiter become Atichari, and as I mentioned earlier, that in the September month, sorry, in the month of October, Jupiter will become Atichari and move to your ninth house. That is when a powerful Raj Yoga happen, because fourth lord in the ninth house and Lagna lord in the ninth house. It's really important. You will get support of your luck, and you will able to solve your problems as well with Jupiter Ketu in the ninth house. Then at the December, an important transit happen of Rahu Ketu. Again, I will create a separate video about Rahu Ketu transit. Rahu will transit in your second house into the sign of Capricorn, and Ketu will transit into your eighth house into the sign of Cancer. So I will create a separate video about them. But as of now, later you will see that will happen almost at the end of 2026 in the month of December. So it can, on a positive note, it can give you unexpected income, jump in business. Maybe you take some risk and that will give you gain. Your mindset will change, right? Desirable growth will definitely be there, right? So yeah, these are the things generally you can see uh, in 2026 if you are a Sagittarius ascendant. I will create a separate video about Rahu Ketu transit and Jupiter transit, but in this video my goal was to just like discuss some positive things that can happen in 2026 for you. Now if Dasha is supportive, that is when these things result are going to be excellent for you. But if Dasha is not, Dasha is mediocre, then result will reduce, of course. And Dasha is horrible, still some positive side can be seen if transits are so positive. Okay. But yeah, these are the things that you can see over here. If you are a Sagittarius ascendant, if Dasha is little bit of supportive or Antardasha is supportive, boom, this can give a lot of positivity as well. So yeah, this is all about you. If you want to purchase consultation or courses, links are in comment section and description. Okay, now let's talk about 2026 for Capricorn ascendant. So, if you are a Capricorn ascendant, then 2026 is going to be a very karmic, transformative, and result giving year for you. This is going to be the year of foreign connection. Life reset will happen. Power, career rise, marriage, and spouse related events can also possible. Right? So now let's start. What's going to happen in the beginning of 2026? Okay. Uh, I can see that in the beginning of 2026, in your 12th house is getting heavily activated. Why your 12th house is getting heavily activated? Because in your 12th house, there will be 4 planets. Which planets are there? Sun, Venus, Mercury, and Mars transit there. Right? Also, Jupiter 7th aspect will fall on your 12th house. Ketu 5th aspect will fall on your 12th house. Saturn 10th aspect fall on your 12th house. So many planets, like these 7 planets out of 9 are influencing your 12th house, which means something related to 12th house can possible, because 12th house is highly activated. 12th house is what? 12th house show loss and rebirth. 12th house is isolation, jail, asylums. Okay. Okay. Imaginative thinking, end of old cycle. 12th house in a positive way also show foreign lands. 12th house is also losses. 12th house also in a positive way investments. Right? So this is actually showing that life prepares you for a major shift now with this transit. So what's going to happen? First of all, you feel very restless. You will see in the beginning of 2026, you will have a desire to change your life direction. Hidden planning you will start. It will develop your risk-taking mindset, these planets. Also, your old burdens from the life begin to fall away. Then, because all these planets also aspect the 6th house where Jupiter is there, so old legal problems can also settle at this particular time. Maybe why, if you had some court case or some legal problems going on, maybe compromise will happen. Right? That can be seen. Also, some foreign related matters, if till now they were stuck, now they start to move forward. Right? This is actually a very karmic depth cleaning type of time for you. And this is a time which will prepare you for the upcoming time. Then in the mid of January, what's going to happen in the mid of January? This is very strong transit for you, by the way, mid of January, because Mars get exalted into your Lagna with Sun and Venus into the sign of Capricorn, which means your Lagna. Now, Mars exalted in the Lagna, which means it will give you a commanding personality for some time. Right? Although Mars, of course, these planets do not stay longer, but still, it will give you commanding personality at this particular timing. Okay, and Mars is also your 4th and 11th lord. We should importantly understand that. And Sun represent authority. Venus is attraction and popularity. So actually, this even create, because Venus is your 10th lord as well, and 8th lord is Sun, right? And Venus is your 5th lord as well. So it's making a yoga of promotion. Whether the promotion can happen for you, or maybe your promotion related discussion can happen that will ultimately lead to promotion later in the year. Right? Maybe you can reach at some leadership role in your career. If you do business, you will able to crack business deal, or let's say even in job, if you are in a profession in which you have to do dealings on the basis of your company on which you work or wherever you work. So yes, you will able to crack business deals for your company, where in job cracking deals may give you more incentive or bonus. But if you have your own business, you will able to crack some good business deals. Your social power will increase. People start to respect your presence. That can be seen. Then it activates strong marriage yoga. Okay, that can be seen. Because it's actually a very strong yoga activation happening first of all. You should understand, because these planets Mars, Venus and Sun also aspect your 7th house. So it will give you a confidence to take decision regarding marriage, especially for those people who are thinking whether I should get married or not. Yes, you can go ahead now, because this transit will give you that energy, that courage. Also, spouse can enter in your life. That can possible. But for marriage, actually, you have to see other things as well. But especially if you are a male and you have Venus in the sign of Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, then yes, some girl can enter into your life in this year and in the upcoming time, and you even get married, or at least the relationship can start. And if you are a female, you have Mars in the sign of Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, then yes, a girl can enter into your life, and ultimately it will lead to marriage, but then again you have to align that with the dashas as well. So that's why full horoscope consultation is required to see the big picture. If you want to purchase consultation, links are in comment section and description. Then in the month of February, what's going to happen is that your second house will get highly activated, because your second house has the sign of Aquarius, where Mars, Rahu, Mercury, Venus and Sun transit together. And Jupiter ninth aspect will also be on your second house from the sixth house. Ketu seventh aspect will be on your second house. So 7 planet will again be influencing your second house. Now second house is family, finance, money, and 11th house Lord Mars will also be transiting into the second house. 11th Lord in the second house is already making a Raj Yoga. 8th Lord Sun involvement is also there. So this is the time for big money gain. This is the time when you can get some business related profit. You can get some foreign income. You can get some sudden financial opportunity. It is also the time of family wealth growth. Right? So financially it's so very important time. Maybe at this time you will able to earn money in business. Maybe at this time you will do something which will help you in your career. So yeah, although so many planets are influencing second house, where Rahu, Mars and Sun like planets are also there. So I highly recommend you to be careful regarding your speech, your word. Avoid using harsh words, because you can do that at this particular timing. Right? If you like will not be careful regarding your speech, that might lead to your trouble, right? But if you will be careful like how you speak, because at this particular time when second house is highly influenced by these planets, so you can speak sometime harsh word which is not good for you. Then this even also show that financially you will be ready for the marriage, or at least the family discussion, like family related discussion can happen related to marriage. This also show engagement or marriage planning can also possible at this particular time, right? That can be seen. Then in the March, Venus get exalted into the third house, and Venus Saturn together transit in your third house into the sign of Pisces. Okay, so this is going to be the time of love affairs. Maybe your love affair can start, because fifth lord is getting exalted. So maybe some attraction happen through online, through communication or meeting someone. Okay, or maybe you will have the courage to express your feeling regarding love affair. Your relationship is like if you're dating someone, relationship can become serious. Also you may learn some new skills, marketing, sales, social media related stuff that will help you in career. If you take some initiative regarding career, that will bring result for sure during this time. Then in the mid of March, Jupiter turned direct into your sixth house. Okay, Jupiter will turn direct in your sixth house. So then what's going to happen? Jupiter turned direct in your sixth house. So obstacles start to disappear from your life with this. Yeah, okay. Also, your enemies will start to lose their strength with this. Your health will improve. Career obstacle will also reduce. Foreign travel related, if matters were struck, then the planning will start, or maybe you will able to travel abroad, especially if Dasha Antardasha of Jupiter is there, or Antardasha is supportive. But for the foreign travel, for moving ahead in life, it's a great time. Also for visa approval, travel, relocation, it's a good time again. But then Jupiter transit in the sixth house, somehow you have to be careful regarding health issues, indigestion, right? Gas related issues, bloating, intestinal issues. So yeah, you need to be a bit careful. Then in the mid of April, Venus will going to transit in your fifth house. Okay, Venus transit happen in your fifth house into the sign of Taurus. So this is going to be the time when there can be like definitely fifth lord Venus in the fifth house in the sign of Taurus, a great time for love, romance, that kind of a like activity, love related matters. For romantic angle, it's a great transit, but also it creates strong progeny yoga. Okay, children related yoga. It's a yoga of romantic happiness, creative success that can be seen. Then Venus from here aspect the 11th house. Okay, so it's even a great yoga for speculation, profit, creative income. For bonus and incentive, also, it's a great yoga. Right, so maybe you can earn speculative business, earning somehow creative. If you do create videos or do any kind of a creative work, you can earn money from that. You can get bonus or incentive as well. So yeah, in that way, it's really a great yoga. Then in the mid of May, you will see that in the mid of May, Mars will going to transit in your fourth house into the sign of Aries, and there will be Sun and Mercury as well. So it will create a great yoga to buy some property. And if you would like to sell some land, it's again create a yoga. And also for a home renovation, it's again a good yoga. If you would like to purchase a vehicle, it's again show a good time for that. So if you are planning to have any of these activity related to buying property, selling some property, renovation in your home, some vehicle related decision, you will able to take that very well in the month of May. Also, property related matters will also get resolved. If some of you have property related matter, that can get resolved. Right? Then in the month of June, what's going to happen? In the month of June, Jupiter get exalted in your 7th house. Okay? Jupiter get exalted in your 7th house. So it create a marriage yoga which is very strong for you. Right? Because Jupiter transit happen into the sign of Cancer. Although I will create a separate video in which I will discuss like the Jupiter transit in sign of Cancer for all 12 ascendant later. But Jupiter transit in the 7th house get exalted is definitely a good for you if Dasha is supportive. Antardasha is supportive. Definitely it's a good in terms of marriage and luck and prosperity and growth. It's a great for that. But of course, for that full horoscope consultation is required. And if you want to purchase consultation, links are in comment section and description. Some of you can even start a new business at this particular time. Okay. If you have client based work, your client expansion is going to be there. Clients can expand. Foreign business related links can be there. Then Jupiter, I would say, Jupiter 5th aspect will be on 11th house. So multiple sources of income can develop. But let's say if you have yoga in your natal chart to have multiple sources of income, that is when Jupiter will open the door, of course. So yeah, for those things as well, we can see. This is going to be the time when even some long-term gains related steps you will take in life. Right? Then in the month of September, Neech Bang Raj Yoga will happen in your 7th house. Why? Because Mars and Jupiter will transit together in the 7th house. I mean, Jupiter was already transiting into the sign of your 7th house into the sign of Cancer. Mars will join that. It create a very powerful Neech Bang Raj Yoga. It show big success in business for you because 4th Lord is transiting into the 7th house and it's getting Neech Bang with the Jupiter. Okay. So yeah, that can be seen over here. It's showing property related resolution, right? Or sorry, resolution of some kind. Like, I mean, if let's say your property was having some issues, so that can get resolved now. Especially the foreign related matters will get fulfilled now. Old stuck issues that will there in your life get unexpectedly solved for you. Your life will move forward suddenly with this transit you will see. Okay, success will come from unexpected direction for you. You can expect that. Then in the month of October, Jupiter will become Atichari. Now I will discuss that in the Jupiter transit video, but I've already discussed earlier as well that for some years Jupiter will get Atichari, which means it's traveling at a fast speed. So Jupiter will transit one more sign forward, which means Jupiter now move into the sign of Leo in the month of October. And it will join Ketu there. So Jupiter Ketu transit happen in your 8th house if you are a Capricorn ascendant. This is a time of deep change in your life. This is a time when old identity will end and something new begin. New life chapter will begin for you. This is a time for psychological transformation, spiritual growth as well, if you would like to have, by the way. And on a positive note, this can give you sudden inheritance, right? Maybe by inheritance you can make sudden money, by insurance. For some people, if you have yoga, they can even literally win lottery. Okay, especially, if let's say this Jupiter is transiting in the sign of Leo in Navmansha, if your, I would say, Saturn or Mars is placed in Leo, then also it's a good yoga. Okay, in those time, lottery can possible if you have yoga in the chart. This can even give you hidden wealth. Unexpected money related yoga can also be seen. Right? So in that way, it's really a good transit for you. Then in the month of December, Rahu Ketu transit will happen. Rahu will move into your Lagna in the sign of Capricorn, and Ketu will move in your 7th house into the sign of Cancer. Now, this yoga will definitely change a lot of things in your life. Rahu in the Lagna, on a positive note, your personality changes drastically, right? You, like, your desire, or I would say your old image will break and new ambitions arise, especially foreign related thing become really important, or something which is very different, okay, unusual, different from your normal life, like attraction to foreigners, maybe different caste, different religion people, unconventional relationship you will attract with this transit. Okay, sudden marriage decision can you take. If you have yoga, maybe attraction to a foreign spouse. But for that, your consultation is required, because you have to see your chart and what other things are going on. And this Rahu Ketu transit happened literally at the end in the December month in 2026. So its impact start from the late December to 2027 beginning especially. So I will create a separate video about that. But yeah, generally these are some positive things I had discussed which you can expect if you are a Capricorn ascendant in 2026. So yeah, if you want to purchase consultation, you can purchase it. Courses are also there, in the links are in the comment section and description. And okay, now let's talk about Aquarius ascendant 2026 for Aquarius ascendant. So if you are an Aquarius ascendant, 2026 is very powerful year for you. It's a result oriented year, especially for income, growth, marriage, foreign matter, career, recognition, even uh, like victory over your obstacle is a positive year for you. So if we talk about the beginning of 2026 in the month of January, this is very important for you. In the month of January, your 11th house will get highly activated. Why? Because Mercury, Mars, Sun, and Venus will transit in your 11th house into the sign of Sagittarius. And not only that, Saturn 10th aspect will also be on your 11th house. Jupiter 7th aspect will be on your 11th house. Ketu's 5th aspect will also be on your 11th house. So out of 9, 7 planets are influencing your 11th house. Okay, so this is telling some very powerful story. When 11th house is getting so much influenced, so 11th house represent first of all what? It show income, desires fulfillment, network, friend, achievement. When so many planets are activating the 11th house, it show that life finally start to reward you now. Okay? Life will start to reward you now, and you will see that Mercury, which is your 5th lord as well as the 8th lord, is transiting in your 11th house. It shows sudden money. Okay, speculative related gains. Now speculation involve everything, whether you make a movie that get hit, whether you create video that get hit, okay, or let's say you earn from stock market, or maybe anything which are these speculative fields, right? You purchase some shares, etc. Like any kind of a speculation, it can give you positive result. Then Venus is your 4th lord as well as the 9th lord, transiting in the 11th house. So property related benefit will be there. Luck will support you in these property related matter. Then sun is authority. Okay, so authority based gains will also be there. Seventh lord in the 11th house, maybe gains through spouse can possible. Okay, gains through spouse can possible. And Jupiter is also aspecting, so recovery of stuck money will be there. Like whatever the stuck money is, it will come back. That's also it is showing. Okay, now apart from this, uh this is actually a very important yoga where so many planet lord are activating the 11th house, that it's a classic wealth expansion combination forming for you. So maybe the beginning of 2026, if dasha etc is supportive, can be very good for you in terms of money. So let's say probably you give consultation, for an example, suddenly you get a lot of consultations, maybe clients will be there. Okay, so you can get new business ideas, you can get new business investment opportunities which can give you money. Maybe you likes, like if yoga is present in your chart, you can start something in which you can earn like the side income. You can even start something online or digital. Okay, now 11th house is the house of wish fulfillment. Many Aquarius ascendant who wish for marriage, yes, there are possibility of marriage related events can get activated in your life in the upcoming time. But especially if you are a male and you have Venus placed in the sign of Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So yes, you could meet a girl and then finally get married as well. And if you are a female, you have Mars in the sign of Gemini, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, then yes, you can also meet a man and you can get married. But then again, Dasha also need to be support, right? And that is why full horoscope consultations is required, because when Dasha and transit align perfectly, that is when you meet a person and marriage can happen. So if you want to purchase consultation or courses, links are in comment section and description. And see, dogs are barking, so even Ketu is supporting that, right? So yeah, if you want to purchase, links are in comment section and description. So yeah, it's a very good transit actually for you. The beginning is very positive for you. Okay, maybe 11th house is highly activated. Maybe your desire can get fulfilled. So let's say from the last many months or years, you were thinking about something, this happened, that happened, but nothing is happening. Maybe suddenly with this beginning of year, something positive can happen in your life. Okay. Then in the mid of January, Mars will get exalted in your 12th house, and there will be Sun, Mars, and Venus in your 12th house into the sign of Capricorn. So Mars get exalted. It is actually a very strong yoga for foreign job. Maybe you get a foreign related opportunity. Maybe you get a job from the foreign land, or your visa get approved if you're looking to looking to have a visa approved. Okay, you can have property in foreign lands, right? There are chances of relocation as well, right? So anything related to foreign can also become a turning point in your life related to 12th house, right? But then again, 12th house is getting activated by Venus, Mars, and Sun, so you need to be careful regarding little bit of health issues, especially heat, etc. in body. Although for foreign related matter, it's a good time. Even for love, romance, bed pleasure is also good, because Mars, Venus, and the 12th sexually person feel very high at that time. Okay, you can see that. Also, selling property can give you a good profit at this particular time. And even this create yoga of buying property abroad, buying a home or property abroad, that can be seen. Mars will also give you here boldness. You will take risk and your old fear will break. That can be seen. Then in the month of February, I can see that Rahu, Mars, Venus, Mercury, and Sun, these 5 planets will transit in your Lagna. Okay. And Jupiter 9th aspect will be on 11th, in your Lagna, and Ketu 7th aspect will be on your Lagna. So around 5 to 7 planets are again influencing your Lagna this time. So this is actually a time where your life will regain the momentum. Stuck work start to work again. Your confidence will increase. Okay. Authority related issues, if they are till now, they get solved. Property construction related issues get settled. Okay. Then you can even get a career or foreign job related opportunity with this transit. right? That can be seen. Again, a strong foreign related job yoga can form at this particular transit. Even some of you can get some leadership role in career. Okay, marriage and business related things can get triggered with this transit, because all these planets sitting in the first house, transiting in the first house, aspect the seventh house. So marriage related decisions can become, right? Maybe you think about marriage now if you were not thinking about till now. Business partnership can get activated for sure. Okay, and if I mentioned earlier the Venus Mars placement is there, then even the spouse entry can possible in this life right now with this transit. Then if I talk about the month of March, what's going to happen in the month of March? Also Jupiter will turn direct from the retrograde. Jupiter turn direct in your fifth house into the sign of Gemini, and Jupiter aspect your Lagna, your ninth house and 11th house. So again, it make a yoga where money matters will improve. Again, stuck payments. If till now, again and again, your stuck payments were not coming back, a stuck payment can come back. Opportunities in life will now come more naturally. Okay, when Jupiter get direct, you will get a feeling that my destiny is started to support me now. So that is the positive aspect of that. Then in the month of April, Saturn Mars transit in your second house and Sun will also be there. Okay, so actually it create a yoga where family wealth and income actually grow. Maybe your family wealth increase, maybe your income can grow, maybe you get increment, maybe your profit in business will increase, maybe someone in family will have good income. So these yoga can be seen over here. Okay, also some kind of a decision becomes serious in family. Engagement or marriage related planning, again it's a yoga that's supporting that. Then if I see in the month of May, Mars will transit into your third house and Mars will be placed in its own sign, right? So Mars, Sun and Mercury will transit in your third house. This actually create a yoga where you will have victory over your competitors or enemies. So you will able to defeat your competitors at this time. If you have office politics, whether the office politics will get end automatically or you will literally, have the courage to end it yourself. Actually, this is a time where you feel a lot of courage, right? And this is also going to be the time when you can take some bold decision in your career, right? You will take some kind of a risk and that can even give you result. Maybe some desire can get fulfilled. That chances as well possible. Okay, those that chances are throughout the year actually there. Then in the month of June, a very important event happened. Jupiter finally get exalted into your sixth house into the sign of Cancer. Okay, so Jupiter transit happen. Now I will create a separate video about Jupiter transit in the sign of Cancer for all 12 ascendant, but all 12 sign. But as of now, what's going to happen, right? We will discuss in detail in that video. But with this Jupiter in the June, what's going to happen? Jupiter aspect your 10th house by its fifth aspect from sixth house. So this actually create a positive, in a positive manner, it create a yoga for promotion. Or maybe you get recognition in your career. Now recognition depend upon what you do. Like for an example, if you're a content creator, maybe your video can get viral now. Maybe your video start to get more views. Maybe your reels can get viral. Or if you are doing a normal job, in that case, now if till now no one notice you, now the authority people in your job, they start to recognize, oh, this guy work really nice. Oh, this girl has this skill. Wow, they deserve promotion. They deserve some like hike in their salary. So maybe even you get authority with this. Also, Jupiter aspect the 12th house by its seventh aspect. Actually, this create even yoga for foreign travel, foreign work, relocation, job abroad. So these kind of a yoga also get supported. Okay, Jupiter is actually second lord as well as 11th lord for you, and it's actually in the sixth. Okay, expecting 10th and second house. So actually, your savings will grow, income increase, and this can even create long-term financial stability. But again, Jupiter in the sixth house, you need to be really pay attention regarding health issues, especially indigestion, digestion related health issues. You need to pay attention to your liver. You need to pay attention to intestinal infections, etc. Okay. So yeah, that is really important here. Then in the mid of July, Sun and Jupiter will transit together in your 6th house into the sign of Cancer. This actually even create yoga of promotion, some kind of award or recognition you can get. Okay, if you create videos, again you can get viral, right? That can be seen. Actually, for social media people or fame related career, it's a very good yoga, right? So in the July, something promising can happen, especially if your dashas, antardasha will be supportive. Then in the month of September, something important happened, that Jupiter and Mars will together transit in your 6th house in the sign of Cancer, makes a Neech Bhang Raj Yoga. It is really important. This Neech Bhang Raj Yoga in the 6th house, actually it's really a important thing for you. First of all, it's make a yoga for victory. Literally, you will able to destroy your enemy. Okay, you will feel that suddenly my disease get cured, enemies get defeated, and you will somehow able to pay your loans. Okay, your new income sources will open, amazing opportunity appear in life, right? That can be seen. Then at the end of October, Jupiter will become Atichari and move forward further into the sign of Leo in your 7th house. Now this is really important. I will discuss this more about in the sign of, in the Jupiter video. But as of now, as I mentioned earlier as well in some earlier video, that Jupiter for some years is getting Atichari, which means it's traveling at a very fast speed. So not only Jupiter transit in 2026 in the sign of Cancer, but also it's move forward for some month into the sign of Leo, and later it will fall back into the sign of Cancer. Okay, so when it stay into the sign of Leo for some months by getting Atichari into the end at the end of October. Okay, so what's going to happen? Then Jupiter Ketu combination form at your 7th house. Actually, it create a sudden marriage decision. Suddenly, a marriage decision can happen in your life, right? That's what it's showing. Apart from that, what else is show? Maybe unconventional partner related activation. Maybe someone who is spiritual, you attract someone, right? Uh, you will able to solve your business related problems, right? But from here, Jupiter aspect your 11th house, so your wealth will increase. Also, Saturn is also aspecting the 11th house by its 10th aspect along with Jupiter. So again, it's a good yoga for wealth and money expansion, right? So this is what we can see. Then finally, in the month of December, Rahu Ketu transit happen. Rahu will transit into the sign of Capricorn, and Ketu will transit into the sign of Cancer. So Rahu will be transiting in your 12th house and Ketu in your 6th house. I will create a separate video about Rahu Ketu transit for all ascendant or for all 12 signs. Literally, it happened at the end of 2026. So at that time, you will see, like, for foreign related things, it's going to be a good time for you again. Marriage related things, long term planning can possible. Okay, also some kind of a foreign movement, foreign travel, that can be seen. Also, you may feel a little bit isolation in life. Okay, when a person travel abroad, that's also a positive utilization of Rahu in the 12th house, right? That can be seen. For foreign related matters, going to be a good time. So yeah, that's what I would like to say. Although we will discuss about that more in the next year end or probably in 2027, because that's when more effect of Rahu Ketu happen, because it's literally happen in the transit happen in the month of December in 2026. So its effect is start from there, and then especially from 2027. So yeah, these are the things generally you can expect in 2026 if you are an Aquarius ascendant. So if you want to purchase consultation or courses, links are in comment section and description. And okay, now 2026 for Pisces ascendant. If you are Pisces ascendant, then 2026 is going to be a year that show you a lot of possibility, okay, for wealth activation, money, right, and a lot of things. So in the beginning of 2026, first of all, in the January, you will see there is going to be a massive 10th house activation happen for you. Why? Because in the 10th house, in the sign of Sagittarius, there will be 4 planet transit in your beginning of January: Mercury, Sun, Venus, and Mars in the beginning of 2026. Okay. Not only that, Jupiter 7th aspect will be on your 10th house, Saturn 10th aspect will be on your 10th house, Ketu 5th aspect will be on your 10th house, which means out of 9 planets, 7 planets are activating, influencing your 10th house. Okay. Now you should understand Jupiter is Lagna Lord for you. And also Jupiter is your 10th Lord, aspecting your 10th house from the 4th house. Saturn is the Lord of 11th and 12th. Okay. It is also aspecting your 10th house. Right. And 10th house is career, status, reputation, authority, public image. When so many planets are activating 10th house, it shows that your life push you out of comfort zone and force you towards growth. Okay. So this is going to be the time when there are very strong indication of career breakthroughs. Right. It show like, see, first of all, Mars 9th Lord in the 10th, it show destiny driven career change is going to happen. Sun show authority and government support will also going to be there in the career. Mercury is also there. There can be new role in career. Maybe you get a new role. Okay. Maybe like your skills will improve also. Communication will play an important role. Jupiter is expecting again success and recognition in career can be expected during this time. Then Saturn is also expecting. So long term stability wise, it's a great time for you. So what I can see that there is going to be a new job opportunity for you. So if you are looking to get a new job from like long time and you were not able to get it, this is going to be the time when you will able to get it. You can get some new role, some promotion with this. There is going to be a career restart that will going to happen in your life with this transit. So if your job was lost in 2025, this is going to be the year when you will get it. Okay. Especially in the beginning of year, very strong chances in the beginning of 2026. Also, your responsibility will rise in your career. Okay. And there will be a public recognition through your career. This transit alone in the beginning of 2026 can change your professional life direction. And if let's say Dasha is also supportive, that's really how magic can happen. Then this is even like activating 4th, 10th axis. So if you have some stuck property related matters, this transit can help you in resolving that. Also, if you would like to purchase some vehicle, yes, this is going to be the time when you can even purchase some vehicle. Right. Then in the mid of January, Mars will get exalted in your 11th house. And there will be Sun, Venus, Mars in your 11th house in the sign of Capricorn. Okay. Now Sun is your 6th Lord as well. And Venus is your 8th Lord as well. Right. And exalted Mars, which is the Lord of 2nd and 9th. So what's going to happen when this transit is going to happen in your 11th house? First of all, 2nd Lord Mars in the 11th house is making a Dhani Yoga again. Right. Then 9th Lord is getting exalted, which is your Mars. So it's again show destiny driven money can come during this time. Also 8th Lord Venus, sudden wealth can possible, support from authority and government. So yeah, especially if you do job, it can give you sudden income rise. Right. Earlier the promotion or things like that can possible, but then it show some rise in money in career. Your stuck money can return. If you have some money stuck somewhere, that can come back. Right. If you have some legal matters going on, that can get resolved. Actually, this is even a transit for some big money, like sudden money come from any sources. You can get promotion in your career. If you are preparing for government job and Dasha Antardasha is supportive, this can even be a time when you can get the government job. You will be able to crack the exam, etc. Or government related benefit in your business can also possible. Some of you even get authority in your career. Like you get promotion, you reach at some authority position. So yeah, it's a very good transit for money matter. Then uh like your court cases can even settle at this time. Property related disputes can resolve. Okay, property related will get resolved. Then government approvals will be there. So if you're waiting for government approval, they will get cleared. Then at the end of February, what will going to happen? Your 12th house will get activated massively. Why? Because Mercury, Venus, Mars, Sun, and Rahu will be transiting in your 12th house into the sign of Aquarius. Ketu aspect will also be there, and Jupiter ninth aspect will also be there on your 12th house. So this is a transformation phase for your life. Okay, so it show that life direction can change. Old chapter of life will get end, and new chapter begin. Foreign or some spiritual connection can be there, but because 12th house is highly activated, so you need to be careful regarding watch your sleep patterns. Maybe you're not able to sleep, right? You should avoid any kind of a conflict. Okay, be careful regarding your health. And yeah, this is a karma cleansing type of time. But then 12th house is activated, some foreign travel related events can happen. Then in the March, what's going to happen? In the early March, Venus will transit in your Lagna. It get exalted into the sign of Pisces, and Saturn was already sitting there. So Saturn Venus combination happen, right? So it show actually attraction. Your attraction will increase, and Saturn is their commitment. It actually show the yoga for marriage related thing. Marriage proposal can come. Some serious relationship. If you have relationship that can become serious, you may think about marriage or something long term. Relationship will become more stable. Okay, see, for marriage yoga, if you are a male and you have, let me just tell you, you have Venus placed into the sign of Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, then yes, you could meet a girl and then get married. Yogas are there. But if you are a female and you have Mars in the sign of Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, then yes, again you can meet a boy and get married. Yogas are activated for you guys. But then we have to see Dasha etc. as well. When transit and Dasha get aligned, that is when the marriage happen or you meet the right partner. For that, full horoscope consultation is required. If you want to purchase consultation or courses, links are in comment section and description. Then this actually create a sudden financial gain related yoga as well, because 8th lord is also Venus. Okay, Venus is also your 8th lord along with the 3rd. This even create a yoga where you naturally get luxury and pleasure in life. Even some kind of a business expansion can possible, because 11th and 8th lord suddenly, like, you get some offer for, like for an example, you get an offer somewhere in foreign land regarding expansion of your business or purchase of your product. That can be seen. You can even get some leadership role. Your image will become positive in your career. Okay, your respect can increase, especially for the job people, I would say this thing. Then in the month of March, one more thing happened, that Jupiter will become direct now. And Jupiter become direct into the sign of Gemini. So till the March, Jupiter will stay retrograde, but in the month of March 2026, in March 2026, Jupiter will turn direct. So now this Jupiter will give you even more benefic result. Your mental peace will return. You will get clarity in your career, right? Property and family matters will get settled. Also, if you have some foreign related matters stuck, so there can be a progress in that, right? Also, with this Jupiter getting direct, your confidence will also increase. Then I would say in the month of April, what's going to happen? Sun, Mars, and Saturn will transit in your Lagna, right into the sign of Pisces in your Lagna. What's going to happen? Mars, the 9th lord, Saturn, the 11th lord, Sun, the 6th lord. It show you build something sustainable. There can be a career breakthrough for you. This actually create a long term income. Maybe if you like, you start a new source of income which will be long term for you, right? It aspect the 7th house. So again, marriage related thing, business related thing will get activated. Maybe you will start some partnership you do with someone, right? So that can be seen. Then in the month of May, Mars will be in your 2nd house. Mars transit in the month of May it will happen in your 2nd house, right? So your 2nd lord and 9th lord Mars is transiting in the 2nd house, and Mercury and Sun will support there. So money will increase again. For money, it's again a good transit. Family wealth can grow. So someone in the family, their promotion can happen. Their salary can increase. You may get some kind of a property benefit. Also for government job, yes, this is a good time if you are preparing. Your authority through your speech will increase. Okay, that can be seen. Then in the month of June, Jupiter major transit happen for you, especially for everyone it's going to happen, but for you it's important because Jupiter will transit into the sign of Cancer, which will going to happen in your fifth house. Now this impact will be on everyone. So later I will create a video of Jupiter transit into the sign of Cancer for all 12 sign, all 12 ascendant. We will discuss in detail what's going to happen, but as of now, when Jupiter transit happen into your fifth house is Lakshmi Sthana, and Jupiter is your Lagna Lord as well as your 10th Lord. So what's going to happen is that Jupiter will transit into the in the fifth house. It's aspect your ninth house of luck. It aspect your 11th house of income. It aspect your Lagna as well. And it's your Lagna Lord most importantly. So it's naturally making a Raj Yoga, right, in the fifth house. Because Jupiter, remember, Jupiter transit here happen once in a 12 year. It's a very important time for you. It shows some huge financial growth. Your business will grow. You will get gains from investments. Recognition and fame can also possible depending upon what you do. If you do a normal job, you will get more recognized. Now people is like, oh, this guy is nice. This guy do more sales. This guy is good in this stuff. This girl is good in that stuff. If you are a social media creator, your videos can get viral. Maybe TikTok, Instagram or YouTube video went viral and you will get more subscriber. One day you just wake up and suddenly something's happen. If you keep uploading, keep working. Okay, so that's the kind of a yoga it's showing. Then yes, for some of you, if you're looking to have a child, childbirth related, progeny related things, pregnancy, etc., can possible. Then even your luck support you. This is a good thing in almost every aspect. Then a very important transit for you happen in the mid of September. Why? A Neech Bhang Raj Yoga, which is extremely rare transit. When imagine Mars is transiting in the fifth house when Jupiter is also getting exalted. This is amazing. Mars and Jupiter making a Neech Bhang Raj Yoga in transit in your fifth house. It's a very powerful Raj Yoga actually. So what's going to happen? It's a very rare event, I'm telling you. This is a very important time for you. In the mid-September, maybe some long-term problems which was going on in your life is going to get end. Some new doors will get open in your life by which you can earn money and wealth. There can be some sudden success in your life. Again, sudden success also mean if you create video, etc., that can went viral. Maybe suddenly you will get recommended and your promotion or salary hike or something. Maybe your business can grow. You get big offers, right? Also, you will take, actually this is going to be the time when Neech Bhang form in your fifth house. This is a proper Neech Bhang Raj Yoga when Mars is debilitated along with exalted Jupiter. It's very powerful. It actually show that like you will take some very important decision in your life that will bring money. This is also going to be the time of some kind of a career breakthrough. Actually, this is a very important time. If Dasha Antardasha is supportive, I can tell you this time can completely change your life at another level. This is a very important yoga, okay, for you, for money, etc. Because it's also aspect your 11th house, 9th house and Lagna. It's literally change your life. If Dasha is supportive, it's amazing. Then Jupiter will become Atichari in the 6th house in the sign of Leo in October. So actually, I will discuss more about this in the Jupiter transit video. But for the some year, Jupiter will get Atichari, which means it's traveling at a very fast speed, due to which Jupiter first transit into the sign of Cancer, then move forward into the sign of Leo. And when it's moved forward into the sign of Leo, it's going to stay there for a couple of months. Then it will come back into the sign of Cancer. But once it move into the Jupiter, into the sign of Leo in your 6th house, so on a positive side, it show career problems will end. Court cases can settle. There will be a compromise between you and the other party and you will try to settle court case. Jupiter will help in that if you do that. You will able to have some sort of victory due to any reason by blessing of God or something over your enemy. But you need to be really careful regarding your health issues. This is a good transit, Jupiter Ketu in the 6th house into the sign of Leo, for problem solving ability. Your problem solving ability will improve a lot. You will able to solve a lot of problems of your life and career. Also, you will see that, but you need to be very careful regarding health issues. You need to be really careful when Jupiter is transiting in the 6th house. Stomach related problem, intestinal infections, stomach infections, or maybe sometime if seventh lord is not well placed, Venus is having issue, then urinary tract infections. So yeah, food poisoning, such thing happen whenever Jupiter transit in the sixth house. Somehow it creates some even moon, sixth from the moon also, I have seen Jupiter transit create stomach, digestion, food poisoning, such issues randomly. Even if you eat the best food of this planet, even from that, sometime I get surprised, like food poisoning happen, like you literally drinking the most purified water and eating the most clean food, and food poisoning happen. And sometime even you eat the street food, still nothing happen. Why? Because when the transit are not good for you, especially of Jupiter, so that's when the stomach get upset very easily. I've seen that a lot. So yeah, at that time you need to pay attention. Then in the month of December, important transit again happened. Rahu will transit into the sign of Capricorn in your 11th house, and Ketu will transit into the sign of Cancer in your uh, fifth house. Now this is really important because I will create see different video about Rahu Ketu transit, because it's going to happen at the end of literally 2026 into the month of December. I will create a separate video, Rahu Ketu transit for all 12 ascendant, all 12 sign. That's a different video. But as of now, generally Rahu transit in the 11th house, it show definitely income related, it's a good transit, right? And unusual income sources, it can give you sudden gains, especially people who are working somehow online, any online stuff, whether you making video, online business, anything in which online foreign related things are there, it's a great time for you. But on a health note, you need to pay attention again, because Ketu in the fifth can give you digestive issues. Okay, while passing the stool, problems can happen. Okay, so yeah, I mean, fifth house Ketu can give certainly issues in stomach. So you need to pay attention at that particular thing. Also, Rahu in the 11th house, if your 11th house is not well placed, sometime you need to pay attention at that time. If you make some friend, or if you have some friends can cheat. Okay, they can betray you. So you need to pay attention on that as well, especially if you have yoga in the chart. So yeah, this is all about you. Pisces Ascendant, if you want to purchase consultation or courses, links are in comment section and description. And I will meet you in the next video on my channel. Till then, bye bye.